We are live. We are back once more with another episode of Survivors of Tarnstead. Excuse me while I just recall some cards that are bothering me on the table right now. Let's do that and that.
Yay, card clear.
Right. We're going to start
Less dirty.
with our usual manner of introduction. First up we have Blackheart as,
Keurig Marsk.
we have Kronos as,
Hardrialira.
we have Hadden as,
Tilde.
we have Marcus as,
Corvus Odolas.
we have Semi as,
Gifton Bratgun Greysteel.
we have Toby as,
SPP is still shot.
and you have me, Yuri, as your friendly DM. Who would like to give the recap? And pull the DM card. Okay. Last time.
I guess I'll try it.
Go for it.
You
DM.
sure?
Go
Yep.
for it, DM.
No, I'm asking, are you sure if Becky wants to do it?
Everybody
If you
wants
want
you.
to do, we can.
Everybody wants you to do it, so I think they want you to get a card. So
Okay then. Right, last time on Survivors of Tarnstead, the party partook in an ad hoc trial. After some fair shenanigans involving them getting the attention of Heya and a Angel of Talan to relay information of what had gone on, some very good interrogation tactics from Telde, some care and not so care in keeping the prisoners separated that led to an attack on Cassiopeia and the near death of one of the prisoners. Things were sorted out in good manner. Prisoner that was injured in the assault stabilized, and the other prisoner sentenced to a death, but without damnation, I guess you could say. Essentially, Heya courted the party on what should I do with them? What is the just punishment? She was talked down from harsher measures, helped by the fact that Telde made good, even arguments, and everybody else was the voice of compassion to a degree. So, the prisoner who... Damn it, didn't want to do the recap because that makes me have to open my notes. 1 second.
That's why you earn your tasty, tasty card.
I'm getting so many cards from this.
At the very end, our DM. And that's 3 heroic.
we're talking about the one that attacked Cass, right?
I'm looking for all of them.
The one that attacked Cass was
This is
Dorvan,
Lieutenant
but
Dorvan.
but the one that didn't attack Cass, she had a name that I keep wanting to say it's Carol, but it's not Carol. It was some cutesy name. I'm trying to think of what it was.
Don't worry, I've got it.
All I know is
My brain thought it was Carol Danvers for some reason, but I can't think that's right.
No,
No.
that's
one that
Captain
attacks
Marvel.
Even
that is
Simply-
Miss Marvel. Captain Marvel.
Was that Captain Marvel? Okay.
Ensign Eliza Cullen.
Thank you, Eliza Cullen.
Okay.
That's the
Sorry,
one.
I
My-
moved
My brain,
notes.
see, she says Carol Danvers, whatever it was. My brain is desperately screaming Carol Marcus at my brain. I'm like, no, that's Star Trek. That is Star Trek.
Yep.
That's Shatner's baby mom.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Kirk's. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'll be right. I'll be honest. I never wrote their names down because I just assumed that we're killing them, and I don't want to think about them too hard.
I wrote
The
Dorvan's name down.
contacts
Yes.
that she gave us are under that list of
Yes, the non-existent names. Yes, Eliza Cullen was sentenced to death and rebirth, essentially. The idea being that her crimes were grave enough that she should be punished, but not so much that she deserves to burn, essentially. Unlike what was sort of argued for Lieutenant Dorvan.
Well, he's already burned.
Yeah, but he's been burning a lot more.
Well, so you thought.
Yeah.
However,
It might have a change of pace right now after
Yeah.
she
Upon-
did the Lesser Husuk, I think.
upon the execution of Eliza Cullen, which was done in a kind way of she was given a bit of hope and then it was instantaneous.
The bunnies.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Death my buddy. Sorry.
Heya promptly broke down. It's not like she hasn't killed before, but it's the first time she has just killed somebody that was standing there defenseless in a measured, decided way. Killing to protect is a lot different from just executing somebody you essentially have prisoner. And that is where we ended off with Lieutenant Dorvan in the care of Lieutenant O'Reilly, ever so crispy, and a crying goddess in the room with all of you, and the dead body of Eliza Cullen. We're going to pick up a little after we left off. Heya shied away any attention that was given to her. She didn't want to be touched, she didn't want to be consoled even. She just sort of wept for herself and slowly regained her composure. Her face still tearful, but no longer is she actually loudly sobbing. She finally sort of looks up at the group of you, just with a look of tiredness in her eyes.
She's like a 7-foot tall goddess, right?
Yep.
She's like, yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah.
She's
in her prime right now.
Yeah, she's in her heyday.
A Heya day. Oh, hang on, I need my card.
Yeah, get your card. Do you think that was worth the heroic, guys, or do you think that was a standard?
I don't know. She did have help from other people.
Yeah, she did have.
Oh.
Yeah, it sounds like a standard.
I'm really sad.
Did you just gonna play immediately?
Okay.
Is it for a short rest?
No, that's not
Oh.
good. I don't like that.
Actually, yeah. Cool. Right.
No.
Oh no, did you just give Dorvan a short rest?
No.
No.
She got something every
One
time she goes
HP.
to 0, she gets one exhaustion level instead.
You know
And
what?
she's got a
Normally
full
I'd go,
fight
that's
to
not fair, but I had to do the recap, so I'm taking that.
I think
I'm
that's
just putting this up here.
These are the kinds of risks we have for taking on the DM to do the.
At first I was like, wow, this sucks. Wait a second.
Wait a second.
Wait a second.
I've got a boss fight coming.
Hubris just came to kick us in the ass, and he. Oh my god.
Cool.
So.
And you wanted to let her have a card.
I did. I have no regrets.
I don't know. You're speaking up to do the recap.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us are going to survive long enough to have regrets.
I said regrets.
Regard.
Yeah, it's regrets for everybody. It's actually a species of animal in Sahara.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of look around and go. I would like to handle the punishment for the next one, please.
She looks over at you, and she just lets out the saddest of sighs and going, "My distress doesn't mean it becomes your responsibility."
It's my responsibility, though, right? You're in this mess because of me. I bullied everybody into this.
You think this is somehow your fault?
Isn't it? If I had just stayed on the nice, neat little plan that everybody else wanted, and just let that future be, then we wouldn't have these people here. These people are my fault. But they were my choice.
You
This was
didn't
my
act
choice.
alone in that,
And your
Gifton.
choice, huh?
You didn't act alone in that, Gifton, and trying to play down the decision we all made together is doing any of us a disservice.
That's why I think we should shoulder the burden.
Roll a persuasion for me.
Okay. Yeah. If she say I have advantage. Okay, I still have some wheels, so we're going down on the
You
wheels. By the
said
way,
you had advantage. You should roll a second time.
I don't. If it's just
Mm-mm.
Faye. All right, 31.
God damn it, you people. She looks guilty.
That's
Wait.
why I've been so hesitant on what to do. These are your people. They're Sphinx Initiative. They're from Zaha, right?
These, they're not my people. I don't know how what I made has become this, but these are not my people.
Out of character, didn't we also see the new Tulian as a separate thing?
I'll be honest, it all blurred past Gifton, so there were a lot of weird names for things. She's still trying to figure out why it's. No, I thought it was the new Fae Combine or something. I don't know.
There's the Fey Dominion. There's the New Tulian Empire, and a couple of others sort of non-consequence.
Yeah, I think there was like the whatever of the gods and yeah something. But I didn't think there was a second Tulian one.
You don't know if that New Tulian Empire is just a rename of the Tulian Empire rose again in that timeline because it did fall in yours, guys. You don't know if it's some weird offshoot. Unfortunately, you don't have more information on that.
All I have on it is it's Tulian, so my brain would think that it would be Heia's people or the continuation of Heia's people in some way. So I'm just gonna say, like, we're just as involved in this as you. If you prefer to handle the justice yourself, I understand, but I also feel like there is some responsibility that we share.
Hey.
And I hope I can do right by you on that.
He's actually going to go over to the table and pull out one of the seats and sit down, which she's very tall.
Mm-hmm.
It might look a little comical, her sitting down in the chair, but she does so just with a bit of weariness, and she looks across at all of you and just shakes her head and goes, this taste doesn't change what should be done. I decided on the sentence for them both, and you agreed. She looks over at Telde in particular when she says that. Is this still just?
Just slight nod, not over enthusiastic or anything.
If you don't want Gifton to bear that, Gifton does not want you to bear it.
I cannot reason in my mind any way that me setting somebody else to do it as being right.
I think the one thing I wonder is we are going to punish this man for all the things that could have happened that didn't. We are punishing him as our enemy, as a soldier from the battlefield that we have captured, right?
Yes.
If he was a soldier in a war and he was planning to do something terrible, break a dam and flood a town or do something like that, would he be punished for each life that didn't die? Or would he be punished for the act of insurrection?
I do not know.
Because I don't know if giving him a harsher punishment than what we gave her is right. he may be emboldened and believe in what he's doing, and he thinks he's somehow justified by it, and that's disgusting and upsetting to us. But does that mean he deserves any more than her, who just ignored what was happening because it was inconvenient to her?
She looks up briefly, her eyes sort of glancing around the ceiling as if she's thinking, if I am to punish him, I see no sense that it punishes me as well. That just
I think
ruins it for...
I'm worried about. It's not a fair punishment if you have to suffer and your people have to suffer because of you continuing to have to bear this with him. Wouldn't that be it, right?
I was so ready for him to suffer, and now the thought just feels bitter. Even a brief moment of her.
Let us get him over with quickly then, and move on with the rest of our lives.
I'm not going to leave him to the decisions of Emorian angels either. I'm not doing this. She actually stands up and straightens out. There will be no torture in the afterlife as long as I have any say in it. Even the worst can just be wiped clean and given another chance to be better.
And he will be reincarnated as well.
That's what I want. And she just gives you all the questioning look.
I'm just making
I
sure I
don't
heard right. She said that is what she wants.
Mhm.
Correct. If
support
that
it.
is what you want, I support it.
Mm-hmm.
If my spouses are willing, may we raise these children?
You want them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why should any of your priestesses have to do it?
Because then their crimes won't be known by the priestesses. They will just be children. They will be raised normally.
Ifton looks over at you with a very curious expression. Why do
You
you
will
think
pamper them. You will raise them. You will spoil them because you are the most kind-hearted person amongst us.
And what's the problem with that?
It will
Their
be...
second chance, it needs to be untainted. The next time around needs to be entirely on their own.
no such thing.
You have a biased pool on how you do it, Gifton.
That
And yet to throw them at the wolves would.
I'm not
Not
saying throw
that-
them.
And
to
are
the
you to
wolves.
suggest that my priestesses would treat them any less kindly?
No, but
No.
there is a factor that Gifton knows who they were and will be actively acting
taint
against who they were. Your
Just say I
priestesses,
would
they will
taint-
see simply a child to be raised and nurtured.
That's what they will be for her. I do not see what the worry of her knowing what they are, but yet believing she will treat them with utmost kindness. They are contrary concerns.
So you're
I only view
giving
them
a
as my
second chance.
charges. This is my way of being part of this. I acquiesce if that brings taint. I'm sorry.
Do not taint them. You would give them the best chance to be better people.
That is what is hoped for with this. So they will come out better than they were.
I'm going to turn to Cass to make sure that this is directed.
Mhm.
So it's not misinterpreted here. Do you wish this to be a test or simply an opportunity to be better?
An unbiased opportunity.
There is no such. Were it a test, perhaps you'd have an argument.
Then I don't know what I'm saying. And I apologize. I'll keep my opinion to myself then.
What about you, Tarvey? Do you believe conceived lack of punishment? Is it right?
I believe that those who are resurrected are not necessarily those that they were before. That is core to my existence.
You would agree that the punishment of death is enough?
My fear for you, goddess, is that it will not be perceived as enough.
That's my concern as well. I can't be seen as weak. My history is of being exploited.
What is the point of being strong if you have to give up who you are?
Because if I let myself be exploited, then I have to defend myself, and that means I end up hurting someone or something I care about. There's no winning in this.
No, it's a mess.
And I can only do what feels right in the moment, as I always have.
I again say maybe we should consult one of your priestesses. This is a message for your people, right?
There is a moment where there is a glimmer of dread on her face, almost fear. There and gone.
You don't want them to know about this, do you?
I don't want to hear my people call for blood.
Then the people that we are making a show for aren't mortal. You're making a show for the other gods?
Them and this organization, and I don't know.
This organization is not something of any concern. They will be gone when we achieve what we are trying to achieve. They will not exist.
We hope so.
We hope so. That's the plan of all of this.
The thrust of the whole thing.
The gods showing what you do over two mortal lives, ones that have did you in the worst possible ways or meditatively the worst possible ways. It's not going to influence their decisions one way or another how to treat you. It is what you do afterwards as a whole to the people around you and to the other people of this world, not these two people deserving this much importance.
May I ask you, all of you, if these people were in your hands and it was yours to decide what to do with them, what would you do?
Honestly, I would probably try to barter the two of them. I would have probably tried to barter them back to the Sphinx Initiative. Or something of worth, if they had anything of worth to give us, but it seems like they have.
They have nothing to give and no intent to give anything.
Yeah, they're not intent to give anything, and if not, I would quietly execute them. If they're too dangerous to have alive, that's what it would be, and I am not a goddess. I cannot control where their souls go.
Last time I had anyone at my merch like this, I snapped his neck. And that was a feeling.
But
I honestly do not know what I would do.
Jesse, you already tried to end his life in self-defense. Would you do it as a actual decision?
Sometimes there are people in life who just can't be saved. And to spare others, they need to be removed. I would prefer that not be the case. I would prefer to see everyone have a chance at redemption, but some people, the only thing you can do is stop it. RG regrets killing Orlin, if not Orlin, Orel.
You did what?
What?
We've killed yet another god without knowing
She
it.
feels really bad about it, okay?
RG's gonna just cough her and go, I never said that.
If it had been me, I would have just simply dumped him on my axe and drug him down the street. That man hurt so many people, and he needed to be dealt with the first time, and we did not, and people suffered for it.
You, Doctor?
That is a case. She knows she did wrong, and she's facing up to it.
No.
She is.
She shakes her head. Corvus, I want his word too.
Sorry, what was that? My volume's bouncing.
She said
everywhere.
doctor.
Yeah,
Not
I think
the officer,
referring to
the
Corvus.
Corvus.
Yeah.
Yeah. The communications officer would be given a death for her actions involving her inaction. The other gentleman, he would die, but after I probably experimented on him for a considerable amount of time.
There is actually a small frown on her face when you say that. And finally she looks over at Zelda and goes, each of your group would say that their end was necessary. Would you agree?
I agree.
Sorry,
Thank
can I get you to read?
She looks to you, Zelda, and she goes, each of your group decided that their end is necessary. Would you agree? If it was in your hands.
Yes.
Then I think that is how it is going to be. His end will be the punishment, and something better will come from it. I would like to handle this alone. Seeing me do that once, I do not want to be seen doing that again. It's shameful, even if it's necessary.
Understandably.
RG will nod.
Corvus will stand up. He cannot be moved from his predicament as it is. He's in the room. I'll go relieve the medical officer. Get her out.
She's right here with us.
Is she?
Yeah, we had one of the
Yes.
guards.
Yeah, we had her as witness for
Oh,
what happened.
Yeah.
She was comforting the communications officer up until the moment that
Mhm.
we arrested her.
I forgot she
I-
was with us.
Out of character, was there more than the guard and him in the room? I can't remember.
A couple of Familiar
We got
guards.
some. We got
Yeah.
some Vermilion people to watch in there.
Yeah.
But no more. Okay.
I retract my statement. I don't.
My daughter, myself, and our doctor prisoner here should go with you.
The doctor, she actually she looks up. She's sort of been looking over Cullen somberly, and she she just nods and goes, "You might wish to consider it part of my punishment in the end of my fellows, but I would consider it."
I would consider it a kindness to you to know that they did not suffer.
She nods. And Hayes stares at her. And then looks over to you, Gifton. And I
I would see their end as I will see their beginning.
Please don't think less of me.
I don't think so. Don't you know me by now? Let me stand by your side. This is hard.
And she nods and looks to the rest of you and goes, "Would you take care of her body kindly, please? I don't know what customs they use, but at least see her situated right."
Do they do pyres in your time?
The doctor lets out a sort of morbid chuckle as she scratches the back of her head and goes,
Do they bury?
I mean, likely would have fired her out of the starship, but can't do that. Burial is not
Wouldn't
a...
she just have landed really hard on the ground? She would have fell.
Hey, looks like slightly horrified that the doctor's laughing, by the way, as she goes, no, she would have drifted among... Burial isn't really a custom amongst us anymore. Space, as has been said, is a premium. She would have likely been sent to the crematorium, so...
And then we burn her.
Indeed.
I trust you to handle this.
Who you?
Pretty sure one of us has access to fire.
I'm looking at Carrick.
Oh.
I can take care of it.
One last bit of business, I guess. Well, a bit. Cassie, don't threaten me. Second, Eric. I don't know if the rest of the group agrees to it or not, but I am officially stepping down as the leader of the Transtead Trading Company, and I nominate Carrick Marsk as its leader.
Carrick's just giving the look. You can company take that as what look you think he's gonna give, because there's a couple I can think of.
I can think of a few different looks that I'm getting from Carrick right now. None of them are kind.
Deer in headlights may be in that look too, so that's not too bad.
I'm not sure if I was ever a member, nor will I be continuing in it. But
To be fair, I
second
think
the
like we
nomination.
had made quite a few people members at one point, which we'd need a vote from James and Lucy and a few others. But I think Valda's a member too now. Didn't Scrim become a member?
Was Today's membership renewed after the 10,000 year journey? Like, is there a term limit on that?
Dues as well.
I'm never going to financially recover from this Today fix.
Carrick, I don't know what the future's going to bring, but I know that your heart is in the right place to take care of the people and the places and the future that we love. So I can think of no one better to handle it. Who is also not going through a lot of severe emotional distress and various issues that is plaguing through the rest of the party right now, including myself.
Corvus
I look over at Corvus and just kind of nod, like, you know we can't.
Corvus just kind
my
of
best.
pulls his eyebrows in like he's trying to think inwardly about himself.
Slop.
Your eyebrows in.
No, you press them into...
Do you mean furrowing your brows?
Were you knitting your brows?
Okay.
Pushing them
knitting your brows?
in is...
The hairs just retract.
Oh, whatever.
I'm sorry. I was actually grabbing and pulling the eyebrows.
Okay. Inward furrow. How about that?
Okay, that's the word you're looking for. Okay, that makes
isn't
more sense.
Isn't that like knitting though? Knitting your brows?
Furrowing and knitting are both.
So
Yeah.
similar.
Either is fine. Alright.
I'm gonna go with Haya and the other lady to go
Yeah.
watch a murder happen.
Hey, we'll lead you and the chief medical officer out of the room.
I'm sorry, I just can't. I just
Gifted
can't.
execution.
I am gonna send Dingus along with you guys though, because I don't want baby watching death.
I mean, you should watch us burn a body. So
That's fine. That's fine. He doesn't need to see. Just
I already am fine. Murder, not so much.
because all I have
Yeah.
to say about burning body,
I figured you got this. Honestly, you got this.
You might
Um,
find he likes the smell.
The doctor's actually going to pause at the doorway and look back at the rest of you and just go, if you want to be efficient about it, make it easier for me to collect the ashes. If you can form some kind of stone oven out in the sands.
Nice.
You capable of that?
uh, surprisingly,
And what the magic
yes.
people should be.
As I look at the stone shape,
Yeah.
once per
I
day
don't-
dragon ability I have.
Yeah, because I don't have it prepared. Sorry.
Yeah, I have stone shape, but I'm not going with you guys. Good luck.
I cast it naturally once per day, so
Mm.
It actually works out great because you have prestidigitation, so you can help gather it up if you want to afterwards.
yep. I also have the ability to unfortunately spread them with wings.
Hi,
Um,
suckers.
Before I forget to ask,
Mhm.
because I should probably remember, it has been several sessions and several weeks. So,
Mhm.
is this the day after the party still?
Yes.
Yeah.
this is still the
Yeah.
day
It's been a
after the
real
party.
long day.
Like it's we haven't even gotten to dawn yet, which is sad because as soon as dawn happens, I wanted to go sit out by my remains of my two buddies, right, and sing my songs for the day. I was gonna go sit out by what used to be Harkout, and what used to be Luther.
Oh man, it's been so long since that
uh,
party.
Yeah.
Random.
Been such a packed day.
It's
Yeah.
been a day.
That's
Only
it.
been 20 hours.
That's the only fucking way to challenge you bastards.
There's a
Well, that's how
curiosity
D&D's
because
supposed to work. We're supposed to do a bunch of shit in one day.
have we had a short rest? I don't actually know.
No.
No,
Okay.
no, we did. We had a short rest on the
Shuttle ride.
ride back.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
we?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Oh, I didn't know.
Okay.
I assumed I didn't get one. I thought the DM didn't want us to have
No,
one.
no, I was asked if you could, and I said yes. So if you haven't accounted for that, do so.
Mhm.
Short,
Okay,
but not
let me
long.
do
Short,
that really
yes.
quick.
Short, yeah.
I think
Oh God.
Oh, even better. I have all my key back then.
I'm going
What?
to head in for the night, get some rest, and prepare for whatever happens in the morning.
We're not gonna say what I rolled on that dice.
24.
No, that's what I. That was the total.
Oh,
those
I
two.
see. Yeah. So, if you need anything, I'll be in my room. Just finishing up.
I'm going to. Is there stone nearby besides the Fomerian?
Yes, you guys are on a rise, which is
Cliff
yes,
thing.
that word.
Okay.
Yes, the Familiars weren't just like handed a sand dune; they were actually given a.
Okay.
Here, build something on this sand.
Yeah. We were given a place they were given a place to do stuff.
Okay.
Try to get my short rest stuff back real quick. So.
Oh, given the fact you did have a short rest we didn't account for in there, could I take back from before the usage of my belt because I would have been at full key?
Yes, sure.
Okay. So I'm going to use my one stone shape.
While you guys are figuring it out, Gifton, you follow Haya and the doctor into the room. Haya dismisses the Fomerian guards. While she might not have technical authority, they're not
They
going to
respect the
argue
god,
with the
right?
gods. Yeah.
About McStone.
He's not in the room. He's in the front door.
And he's out there. You might hear a brief as you go past, but that's about it.
Do something.
Right. Goodbye, man.
And the other lieutenant is here, still unconscious, Lieutenant Orvan. And Haya just looks over at him, looks to the doctor and goes, anything you wish to say to him? And she just shakes her head. And Haya just reaches an arm forward, and there's a slight flex of her hand, and you hear his breath stop. There's a brief shake of his body, and then he goes still. And she just sighs and lowers her arm, her shoulders sagging a bit. The
Gifton nods at like this is what had to happen.
The metal is manufactured half. It can't be
Wasn't
left.
it weird stuff. What do we do to it?
I'm going to give his body over to Talan, if you do not object.
More stuff for the vault.
That's likely.
Yep.
Yeah.
I figured.
Do your people wear identifications or anything like that? Badges or
She sort of waves at her wrist. The tend to carry information there. Otherwise, no, we're not supposed to be identified after all.
oh, I wasn't sure if you had, our soldiers sometimes when one passes on the field, you take their tags.
That is the case for ours normally as well, but not us.
Sorry. Is there anything of his you would like as a remembrance that isn't a weapon?
No, he was an asshole.
Oh, okay. Got that to look forward to. I say it with this work.
Put that on his gravestone.
Don't get me wrong, I don't
You know,
relish their
that's-
deaths, but I kept a degree of detachment from all of them.
Of course.
It won't.
Was he a bit easier to keep detached from?
You could say that. I have mourned crew members before. I don't think there will be much of it with him this time.
Well, it is done. What are we? I look over at CMO lady. You're working for us now, I guess.
She looks at Haya, sort of questioningly, and
her?
Haya glances at you. She is mine, but do you have need of her?
No. I just wasn't sure, like, where you want her to be.
You'll be coming with me, then.
All right.
Haya's actually going to walk over, and she does gently pick up Lieutenant Orvan's body, carrying it like a child in her arms.
Yeah.
She just looks to Eliza and just says, "When your penance begins, come with me." And she looks to you, Gifton, and rather sorrowfully goes, "Sorry you've had to see the worst of me."
I think you're too hard on yourself. And if this is your worst, I am so proud of you.
She gives you a unconvincing smile, but a smile nonetheless. before she just simply starts to walk out. The medical officer O'Reilly giving you one last look, slightly concerned. Obviously, you know, she's going off to the unknown. Before she just gives you a respectful nod and follows Haya out.
I'm gonna give her, because I'm on the floor, I'm just gonna give her a little Baratheon salute as she goes. I've done everything I can.
Yeah.
This is the best she can do. And then I guess I'm gonna go find my way towards the front door to go eventually find everybody, but I assume
In that case, there's the wonderful awkwardness of they have done the farewell nod, and then you're moving the same direction they are.
Yeah, we're walking out the same way.
Yep. And as you get outside,
You didn't have to stand there and wait for like an elevator to show up.
while they were doing that, you guys took Eliza's body outside. Carrick, I'm guessing that's your stone-shaped spending.
Yep, stone
Sto-
shape. I'm having a problem with words. I'm sorry.
Right. You are familiar with how a enclosed space can help with increasing temperature. So
Yep.
Make an oven.
you may not have considered doing this with a human body before, but hey,
Nope.
I hope
But,
not.
I mean, I may have thought of it with animals that like roasting a pig or something has probably come up and thought of, but yeah, not a human.
Yeah.
Carrick's going to invent stone-fired pizza sears.
I mean, Carrick's
Carrick,
basically
this is giving me all kinds of ideas.
Carrick basically sticking his hands in an opening and just
Vampire cannibalism.
chain cast. No, I'm a dragon. It's not cannibalism.
I say for everyone else.
I just
we do
cast chain
talk about this.
casting burning hands.
Did you want to get some other fuel in there as well?
Probably a good idea.
Yes, because unfortunately, all the other ways of to this.
Stuff is
So
available on hand through various means, so I won't pick at how you're doing it. But yeah, you're able to get that situated, and you are essentially, you've just gotten it alight fully as you see Haya emerge with O'Reilly, Lieutenant Dorvan in her arms, followed by the small form of Gifton, which Gifton, you are intercepted in the hallway. Like, Dingus didn't want to go out there with them. He just sort of hung around for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hugged my knee.
Yeah.
Right him out.
Yeah.
The choice of words.
I had my knee.
I had the exact same response.
Oh, you need a little inflatable Dingus to float on.
I know.
Dingy.
I need. Yeah.
Alright,
A little fleshy dingy.
yeah. And Haya just gives you all the barest of nods. Like, she acknowledges you're there, but she's clearly not in a mood to interact. And you see a not her usual dissipation into sand, but instead a sort of whirling portal emerge from the sand. Sand just circling in the air, leading to an opening that looks an awful lot like her holy chambers. And she just gestures for O'Reilly to move forward, who just takes a deep breath and steps in, followed by Haya, and it closes behind her. And outside, there's the usual usual troublemakers.
Wait, I
mhm.
just thought about this. She was going to collect the ashes.
She wants to be able to at some
Yes.
point. I don't think she needs
This
it
is
right
not instantaneous.
Yeah, I know, but I was just suddenly
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm guessing we're going to be collecting the ashes for
If-
her to get.
now.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Gifton's gonna ride over on Dingus, and then there's the really uncomfortable sound of somebody's tummy.
Dinguses are yours.
Both, maybe.
Both.
Yeah.
It's been all day, and all she's had is a candy bar.
Carrot is not. It's not going good enough for Carrot to go. What? Taste and smells that good.
Unfortunately, it does smell like cooked meat over here.
Gifton,
Smell like pork.
Gifton, let's get you something to eat. Come on.
Oh, actually, 1 second. I need to roll somebody's perception check.
Wait, is James with us, or did he stay inside?
James is not with you.
Yeah.
Okay. About 10 seconds after your belly rumbles, Gifton, Lucifer is going to appear beside you. holding what looks like to be a sort of bread wrap that's got a bunch of meat stuffed into it.
Never mind. Don't need to go get you any food.
And
Earth angels are the best.
he just leans down and holds it out to your little form. Dingus is immediately like chomping into it.
I'm gonna fight with Dingus for food.
So did you just have that on hand?
No, they went to the market in Tulia to get it.
So you've been around?
I've been out here, yes,
Oh, okay.
watching you make a stone coffee in Inferno.
Right.
They're burning a body.
Did you forget that we're on duty, on watch, on
It's been a long
high
day,
alert?
Lucifer.
There's
Why-
like a whole bunch of like angels right here, isn't there?
There are quite a few.
A wave.
Okay, the angels that are mostly hidden do not wave back, or they might. You don't know. You do
Yeah,
see
I
a
don't
few
know.
that are like perked out amongst the dunes, like tiny little distant waving figures.
Nothing, and a full invisible angel, but the hand wave.
Lucifer
Trash can we never noticed before has a hand poke out of it and wave.
Lucifer looks around briefly before just looking to the group of you and going, "Word of advice. It seems to be a moment of quiet and reprieve. Why don't you all go get some rest?
That would be a good idea.
I'll
Have
watch
you ever
your-
had rice before, Lucifer? It's really good.
I have.
It's really good. We should have rice sometime.
I'd rather. Hey,
It's from his homeland.
I think it's watching his figure.
So, so is this like a kebab or is it?
yeah, it's
like-
essentially a doner kebab.
Okay.
This,
What do you like to eat, Lucifer?
I don't really.
Oh,
It's messy.
oh.
Yeah, fair.
Necessary for my existence. Actually, is it? If I stopped eating, would I just feel bad? Would I be okay?
I don't know, but I wouldn't advise finding out in your current
No,
state.
Do not stop eating. You are pregnant. You need to
Archie
eat.
doesn't eat.
Archie is not with a child anymore.
Lucifer looks over to you, RG, and just gives you a nod as if to say congratulations.
I was just going to go. I mean, to be fair, I don't really recall him eating much when I was pregnant either.
Well, you're. I'm going to bed.
Bye, Corvus.
Bye.
I need to do my.
Where are we
prayers.
going? We're going to the Fomerian place with the tower.
Please stay here.
All right, we're going.
All right, I'm gonna.
Was that
go...
Lucy that said that?
Yes.
Lucy, you have a preference of where in which we stay? Do you want us?
He
to
points at the
stay-
Fomerian building.
Okay.
They don't. Okay, I'm just gonna go over here. I gotta sing to like 45 different people really quick, and then I can go to bed.
I might have to go talk to the Fomerians to apologize for using their home as.
Interrogation spot.
You don't need not to apologize to them. They don't have a choice in the matter.
It is still nice to do.
I don't think that makes it better.
Why?
Until they. Yeah, till they go apologize to them for us. I'll stay out here with Gifted.
They should be thankful that the gods have said. He just waves his hands like, oh, whatever.
They haven't been existing in a situation where the gods were always like on a positive note with them, so I can understand that being a nicety to, be nice to them about it a little bit. I mean, for a long time, their entire existence is basically heresy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. I'm gonna take my little harp out. I'm gonna go sit over here. I gotta pray to a bunch of gods, and I gotta pray to a bunch of angels, and I gotta pray to Faye, and I gotta go pray to Grandma.
I'm going to stay out with Gifton, and I'm going to do a prayer to.
Which
Hey.
Lucy's literally getting a song sung to him from like
Well,
15 feet
since,
away.
since we're all dictating our prayers, Gorvis is going to do his prayer to Amor.
I was going to ask why you're messaging me that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what is like. Everyone's going on about it, so.
I mean, were relatively odd, pious in an odd way.
Yeah.
You're in the weird thing of you're favored by the gods and showing your due respects for most of you. Gifton is probably just genuinely going, "I love you."
I mean,
I love you.
Okay, I had a really neat day today. Blah 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 blah. Just kind of whatever. And some people are just getting a song sung at them, and that's what it is. Gifton feels like I'm supposed to talk because she got into the habit of every day she was supposed to tell a story to her grandma, and that's become her method of prayer for most people. Is she's either telling them about her day, saying that she worries about them, loves them, blah blah blah, or plays a song, and that's just it. I do that every day.
Gifton, Lucifer will clap along with you when you finish his prayer.
Yeah.
Which Dingus sort of flaps his wings to. Corvus, you're praying to him more. Are you saying anything in particular, or are you just doing a natural price? Okay, what are you saying?
Yeah. I don't know if you are fully aware of everything that we gave you yet. But your intentions towards me were not taken very lightly, given what I am. I don't understand what you meant by what you said. I was a bit hot-headed at the time. Clarification of that would be appreciative. Furthermore, I'm not sure this is directed to you, but it would be nice to know what path I need to go down. I am blindly walking down a pathway I am unsure where to go. And when this is all said and done, I'm not sure I will choose correctly. Oh, whatever I'm doing.
Alright, so you clap. Alright. That's good. I was going to ask you what form your prayer took, whether you did the...
Well, he was just kind of sitting with his hands kind of clasped under his chin. And then he's like, hesitant clap.
Right. Yep, that'll do. You go ahead and give me a religion roll, Corvus. Gifton, I know you're doing your usual round of prayers. Was there anybody you were praying to are there any special exceptions you'd like to word?
I'm making some lists here.
Do you need a bit of time?
I'm typing.
Make sure to
Okay.
check it twice.
Carrick?
Carrick's actually praying to both Hea and Morgani.
Okay.
The problem is getting about to say either one, and not anger. Get angry, trying to
You're
smite me.
praying to both of them at the same time?
No, you're not going that route. Although they both have a similar feeling right now.
Dear
because they
Hea
both
and
lost.
Morgani, you have a timeshare on me. So I am addressing you both.
Unfortunately, it's true. No, because honestly, I'm bad with coming up with words directly, but he's basically praying that the group of them helped through everything today, and with Morgani that we're hopefully helping her because
Oh my god, my brain just lost one of my angels. No.
Oh no!
Zachiel.
No, it's not Zachiel.
Uriel.
No. Uriel's not on that list either. She's got
Yomiel.
Yomiel's the one I was missing. I had an EL written for that one.
Oh wow, that narrows it down.
Yeah, I know. I was like, there's an EL here.
There may be another quick prayer that I'm not gonna actually come up with words for. Because if I try to come up with anything, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be smited by an angel.
Yeah, you might not want to touch Tamari right now.
Well, I was gonna do Tamari.
You're gonna do Cedriel?
Not do. That might cause more.
Question: if you want to pray Cedriel, do you actually want to get rest tonight?
That's the other problem I was thinking of. I actually was also
Praying
looking
to
at the
her
name.
is just a booty call.
No, that's gonna take Gifting a bit of time.
Levels of
I did say my list is always long, so it's quick little songs though, because a song could be like a minute or two, right? But it's usually a good hour of because I consider this part of my spell prep is me doing this. And
Okay.
so I always kind of hand wave that this is what I do. So I'm doing my prayers.
Okay.
The fun part is that there's Raziel and James. Actually, it's true now.
Yeah. Again, are these all just your usual general prayers, or was there anything you needed to address?
There's nothing important. I'm
Okay.
just,
That's absolutely fine. I just wanted to make sure.
It's a lot of just
Yeah.
probably short hymns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's probably a little bit lingering on Illen because
Yeah.
Mrs. Illen right now.
Okay. RG, you have been released from the burden of prayer. Did you want to anyway? Was there anything you wanted to say to anybody?
She will offer a kind, very basic prayer to Morgani.
Okay.
Kind of a,
As thanks,
Being
acknowledging. Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
I just realized Lucifer's basically probably on guard to make sure the babies have everything they
Mm-hmm.
need for duty right now. Oh my god, he's actually my nursemaid.
RG might find it weirdly easier now that she doesn't have to do it in any particular formality or. Yeah.
It doesn't have to sound that it's a little more. It's still respectful, but a lot more casual.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for what you're doing. Yeah. Telde, did you want to pray to everybody? All the cool kids are doing it.
I forget. Do we have the TARDIS currently? Do we have Traveler in the same plane of existence we are currently on?
Feywild, so a different plane.
Okay. So Sending Stones would work. That's all I need to know.
They do, right? They just have a chance of failure.
Sending Stones.
Sending spell has a 5% fail. I don't know if the Sending Stones do.
I think Sending Stones is just literally casting sending.
Yes, sending stones are just sending.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, so if you want to communicate with anyone in the Feywild that's got a sending stone, you can do.
Yeah, she'd just be basically sending messages to Marissa, burning out a couple of deep stones and
Check it out with your family. Yeah.
Love you.
Okie dokie. What about you, Telde?
I was going to go try and talk to the Fomerians.
Okay, so while they're praying,
Probably pray upon their kindness and pray that they won't get mad at us.
any Fomerian in particular you're looking for?
One of the council members, I suppose.
Okay, so you're looking for a council member. Cassie, anything you wanted to do? Cassie, the praying sort.
Cassie really isn't.
Not going to give in to the peer pressure.
She's also kind of grumpy at the moment.
Yeah. So I imagine you probably moving somewhat away from people as they're doing stuff.
Yep, she's looking for someplace just where she can try and rein in everything again.
The shuttle's out there still if you want to just go and sit in there.
Demon Keller's probably out there still too.
Yes, maybe.
Cass will go out to the shuttle.
Right. Right, you head on out to the shuttle, and he is indeed in there. One of the pilot chairs is actually leaned back. He's sort of laid back on it, feet up on an inactive console, apparently snoozing.
Cass is going to walk.
He's got the
trot in.
AC on in there, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, it's really cool in here.
Oh, Cass is loving it. Cass is in.
But I will say,
and-
it's actually very chill outside right now. So it's actually slightly warmer in the shuttle, is what I'll say.
Okay. Well, either way, it's nice. So Cass is just going to chill in the back.
Okay, you can just settle down and try and gather your thoughts. Telde. It completely blanked. Did you say were you looking for Fowler or someone else?
Any of the council members.
Any of the council members.
Fine.
Okay.
Whoever happens to be closest, easiest to find, kind of thing.
Let's do a little roll. When it no. Let's roll.
Did I accidentally get the least coherent?
Yes, you did. Yeah.
I was gonna say it's a certain Knowles.
Yeah, I did land on Otto, and I was like, no, we're not doing that. Right, you are going to get not Wilhelm.
Oh no.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. You find Wilhelm just hanging out, having an air quote nightcap, even though his glass is empty, with Stenhouse.
I found Stenhouse.
Yeah.
Bonus.
Oh, actually, you know who else you find? Echo's in here as well.
That's good.
Echo, however, is like passed out in her chair.
She doesn't hold her liquor very well.
Yeah, she's snoring. The others
I have
two
not
are.
seen her spill her liquor anywhere. She holds it excellently.
The others are politely ignoring her passed out state, and just like quietly chatting with each other when you poke your head in. And Wilhelm just sort of raises his glass to you and goes, "Oh, Telday, come join us." And Stenhouse like raises his glass as well. How are you doing, lad?
Pause for a moment and then shrug, continue in. It has been a long day.
Do I fill your glass or not?
It is unnecessary.
He just holds out an empty glass to you.
Nod appreciatively. Take it.
And Stenhouse just nods like, "Yep, that's just right."
Then hanging out with the Fomerians.
Yeah. Long day or long night, hmm?
Yes. I actually came to speak to Wilhelm or any council member to apologize for some of our actions.
Oh, well, what have you broken?
Pausing.
It's okay. It's conjured furniture.
Phrase that. Mostly people,
Oh no.
not yours.
Oh, good. Okay. Had me worried for a second there.
I'm not sure if one of the rooms is usable, but simply putting more of a target on this area by being here.
Oh, right. You all the kerfuffle outside. Look.
One. Excellent.
Look, your apology is very appreciated. Your concerns about us are, well, I'm very glad they exist. However, you needn't worry. We have your collective backs.
That does not give us the right to drag unnecessary danger to your front step, or worse, into your home.
Look, his eyes dim briefly, and he looks down for a second and goes, "If Luther were standing here, he would go on about how it is our greatest honor to, assist our allies and friends who have aided us so. Fowler would probably talk about, it's only logistically sound that we're doing. You're important to us, and we wouldn't have it any other way. What's right and such, it doesn't matter. It's not always right seeking aid from family and friends, but it is what you do, and giving it is what you do. So, none of that nonsense, yes?"
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good man. And Stenhouse just like raises his glass out towards Wilhelm, who puts his out and clinks it. And Stenhouse just stands up, stretches a bit, and goes, "Well, I only woke up to go and use the crapper, so I'm going to go back to bed. This was a nice little tipple, but I am ready for some more sleep. Still not used to this cycle."
Hopefully soon you will be able to return to your normal cycle.
I'm sure we'll be back there pronto. Although I'm enjoying my little holiday drama, be as it may. And
Stenhouse?
he just downs his drink, puts it on the table, nods to the both of you, and starts heading out.
Salute.
Fine man, that man.
Indeed.
So, how's it going?
It appears to be one step forward, several steps to the side, and possibly one back.
Well, that's always the way, but you'll get there in the end.
I am not entirely sure where we are trying to go anymore.
Mm.
It seems to consistently shift.
Keep getting the rug pulled out from under you.
Nod.
Well, chin up.
And you?
Me?
How are you?
I'm very sad. If I had a heart still, it would be aching terribly. But, well, yeah, he looks down at his glass sadly. Can't go to the old reprieves, so just carrying on, thinking about things, planning for the future, keeping my mind busy. Once all these angels have buggered off and, we're not under dire threat in the immediate area, I was thinking about arranging maybe a little diplomatic visit to Tulia, start getting those relations going as we're seemingly welcome here.
That would be nice to see. I'm sure they will be happy to open relations.
Yes. Have you had any thoughts on us?
I wish I could say that I had given it much thought since we spoke, but I have
Busy
not
day.
had much time.
Yes. Well, no rush. We have all of the time in the world.
Haha,
is
immortal
appreciated.
banter.
Still, whether you accept or not, I trust once this is all over, you'll accompany me for this little Tulian visit. You've been there, I haven't.
Yes, I definitely remember some of it.
We'll have to teach you some of those nice memory techniques we have. Some non-magical, some magical. Really important.
The most important one, every time you meet somebody, you just keep repeating their name at them until you remember it.
Remember. Shit, I'm doing it wrong.
My old friend. Remember him. Good person.
I know so many people named Remember them.
It's really weird. Why is
Popular name throughout the ages. Right.
They're related.
Well, I
That-
need
that-
to.
That would be the name of Telday's adoptive son. Someday he'll adopt a child and name them Remember. Remember their name.
I need
Yeah,
to
that's my good friend.
go talk to Otto. He's been throwing a fit about the sort of air quotes our money reserves being gone. So yeah, that's an adventure.
Right. Yes, I should. If I have an opportunity, I will see if I can help with that.
Oh, don't worry. It'll work out.
We're all in the past and we're all poor now. Shit!
All right. Here's our new currency.
You're
Sand.
never poor when you are a grand mighty mage. He sort of throws his arms up, which I'm not, but I have some good friends that are. So hopefully they'll take some pity on me.
It's essentially the same thing.
Exactly. Right. Well, good evening, morning, whatever you want to call it. He just sort of stands up and like claps you on the shoulder a couple of times.
Are we just leaving her sleeping there?
Well, you know what they say, don't wake the living.
Is she really living?
She's living her
Like-
best
like-
life. You
like-
leave her the hell alone.
Besides, she's a very chatty drunk. And this is coming from me.
Could be bad.
I don't want to deal with that, so if you want to wake her or move her, good luck, my friend. And he is
The really
hurrying
exciting
out.
thing is that she was in Traveler.
So was.
How did she get here?
So.
That is something to consider because
No. They were here from the party and never left.
uh-huh.
She had gone from the party to the
Uh-huh.
Traveler
That's
and was
right.
in Traveler the last time we were there.
And
Telday.
I will reassure you that is not a DM error. That is a thing.
Yeah, I'm saying
Yeah,
that's it.
does
This is
have reasons.
like I'm noticing this. I'm just saying I'm noticing.
Well, as far as being chatty drunk, Marcus knows all about that because that's how Marcus is.
Yes, I know.
Or
All
True.
right. So from here, I have to go that way to get back out.
Eh.
Signs.
Are you heading anywhere in particular, Telday, or are you just heading to find somewhere to rest?
I'm going to head back out to the prayer area.
Okay. I'm sure Gifted is still out there at this point, considering her.
I'm hitting. I probably hit Morgani at this point.
Uh-huh.
I'm
And,
still out
and
there.
I will have invited Dingus to sing along.
Okay,
to the
if people are
Morgani
still
song.
hanging around outside there, just for the sake of group company.
Please.
Uh huh. Yeah, you can head on out and find most of them. Cassie is missing, but the others saw her sort of wander off towards Shuttlewoods.
Gifton's got her harp out, and she's very slowly going through a Morgani hymn, and teaching it to Dingus so he can beep along.
God.
So long.
Is this like a.
We're doing Dance Magic Dance right now.
Yeah, okay, for Morgani.
It's better than the Mirror's Prayer, which was, "This is not my beautiful house."
I'm talking to the man in the mirror.
Is Corvus still out in the prairie?
Are you in the prairie?
Area?
Yeah, I'm
what
going
is-
with Portmanteaus here.
The Perio?
He would have stepped aside, not to bother anyone else, and just kind of waiting on the sidelines.
You're just listening to.
So
everyone
you're
go
out there,
kick
just
off.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
Let
Corvus is
people
out, also
come
out on the
down this
patio.
Yeah,
The Pratio.
plateau.
We're gonna just put a sign up soon.
Corvus,
Yeah. Yes.
Echo is inside.
She's inside Traveler? Yes, that's where we left her.
Really do need sleep.
Okay,
Are
Heaven's
you saying
chariots of fire.
she's not in Traveler?
No, she's inside this very building. Otherwise, why would I bring this up after just leaving the building? You both really need
Was
sleep.
What?
Wait, was she in Traveler? Carrick doesn't actually know because Carrick never actually saw her. So
We left her in Traveler.
You may have. She is sleeping in a chair. Evidently, she is very chatty drunk.
How? Alright, that brings up a lot more other questions, but okay.
Yeah.
I just
will
thought you
go-
would like to know.
No,
Wait.
yeah.
Lucifer is sort of frowning a bit and going, the girl, the one that makes the doe eyes at him.
yeah,
Yes.
I'm
He's pointing
guessing
at Corvus,
she's not
yeah.
Corvus.
Yes.
Yeah, Echo.
She can't be in there. She didn't come. He points at the door.
I mean, if she's inside, she wouldn't have come out yet.
No, but I know she wasn't here, so she can't be here because she didn't go in.
How protected is this front area right now without you?
He sort of claps his hands and goes and just sort of like waves them around as if like, come on, lads, ladies, and you will actually see a bunch of angels manifesting.
Mid the Hevo
yeah.
song, there's a yelp.
Yeah. There are at least 15 angels gathered within easy eyeshot of the door.
Right, in that case,
Then
you
wanna
have
see
two
her
options.
There are a bunch of angels glancing at each other and a whole bunch of shaking heads.
Corvus is walking towards the building.
So, but
Either
isn't
you,
it an
Lucifer,
extra?
or all
Isn't
the
it an
others.
extra planar space? So I mean, they could have just gone straight into the space, right? Somebody could have.
No, Lucifer's saying as he's sort of waving that the angels go back on duty, and he's following Corvus.
Yep, I'm also gonna go.
Let's-
This is an investigation.
Haven't finished. Hevos is gonna be
I'm-
really mad if I don't finish
I
this.
am gonna stay out
can
here with
stay.
you, Gifton.
Okay, I gotta finish this. If I don't finish Hevo's song, I'm in trouble.
Eat your meat, go to bed. Lucifer's pointing at you, Gifton. As
I gotta play. I have to get my Yuri, Tamari, Orlan, Yamiel, Oberon, and Sazanya and Grandma.
Corvus, could you go with them too, since you know Echo the best?
I am already like 20 feet
Okay,
ahead
he's
of
already
them.
I'm giving some abridged prayers.
okay, so Telde,
Staying with Gifton.
Corvus, and Lucifer are heading in. Okay.
Abridged prayers going on.
Right, it's not hard for you to retrace your steps, Telde. Actually, it's a little tricky, but yeah, you're smart enough.
I have a pen for a reason.
Oh,
Telde looks at his notes. When I wrote left, did I mean coming or going?
going, yeah.
Hey, Carrick, where did
Yes.
Cassie go?
Kind of motion towards.
I'm sure there's some angels around here that's got an eye on her, right?
Oh, we
Yeah,
saw her.
everyone's shaking their head no.
Another angel will sort of flap down and goes, "She's under watch."
Okay,
Thank
thank you. I just noticed she wasn't around. Apologies for bothering.
There's no bother. It's our duty.
Oh, I feel bad. People do work.
Do not feel bad.
Do work
It is
around
holy
you,
work.
Fred.
There are many holes in it. Did not say that. Unfortunately, right now it seems like there is a hole.
Yeah. I mean, I did
The
give
extra
her a
careless for being-
sword from the gentleman. Maybe that's why.
She's literally made from an interdimensional being.
Yes, I know that. This is Corvus contemplating as he's walking.
Like that angel staying manifested, by the way, standing there
The one that was
talking to Gifton.
for
Yeah,
Casper. Okay.
yeah. He looks
What kind
like
of-
he might be Hevosian. He's very,
Yeah,
very
he
dark,
wants that song to be
Temporarily
finished.
very, very, very dark skinned, wearing colourful but basic clothing.
Gifton did completely start the Hevos song over. It got interrupted, so it has to be completely
Mhm.
redone as far as she's concerned. She's just
least
playing
isn't-
Chariots of Fire on her harp. That's all she's doing.
At least it's not Orland, or she'd be staring at the Pexel for the rest of the time.
Right.
Hey, Gifton, rather than religion check, can you give me a performance check?
Oh, I can rock this.
Nat 1.
I think with the nat
luck-
1, she still
I
does
get-
really good.
I get to use this public.
Also, are these songs that Gifton's just made up? Are they based on the cultures that she's praying to? Tell me.
I honestly figure for the ones she has the least research on, which would be like Morgani, Orlin. I'll be honest, Tamari. She doesn't know a lot about. She knows very little about Talon other than just the exact hymns.
Mhm.
But Hevos, it's
And Pax.
a happy little ditty that she's doing. Heya gets custom. Miris is getting custom. That she's doing. A lot of those people are getting kind of custom. A lot of the angels that if it's not like Lucy, Raz, James, Rick, Dad,
Mhm.
they're just getting just hymns that
Mhm.
and stuff like that. But there's a couple that are getting it. Okay, charisma. Actually, I don't want to hit the yes button. I want to hit this button. Yeah. Did that.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna freaking burn one of my wheels. I'm burning my wheels. Yeah.
All right. So, is
Oh,
this
yeah.
is this one in particular based on Hevosian music, or is it?
It's just something Gifton's coming up with.
Okay. All right. In that case, the angels just seems to be listening critically. Might be enjoying it. Hard to tell. But they are paying attention to you.
I'm going to roll this on them.
Like I like to think that she's not had a lot of Hevos to research on, but she's going
Sammy,
at this-
At this point, with the proficiencies you people have, if you want to say you have researched things, you are allowed to.
Okay, well,
it's up to you.
I think that I don't think she's had time.
Okay.
So I think that she does have a few ideas of what some of the Hevosian hymns sounded like, but she's more or less just going for bold, brave, and kind of bombastic sounding. So that's what she was going with for the sound. So that's why I figured Chariots of Fire.
Okay.
I'm doing an insight into seeing how the
Yeah.
angel's reacting.
With that insight, he seems perplexed. Like this is music that's unfamiliar to him, but it looks like somebody that's hearing something entirely unfamiliar, but they're trying to figure out if they like it, and they probably do.
Okay. Now look,
They're
say anything
they're
about it. I'm just
weighing in on is this good or not, right?
Uh-huh.
They're like, is that good enough for my god?
There might be a slight thing of like, this is not the right thing. This is this is wrong. You shouldn't be doing it like that. But they're not complaining.
They're also not sure because there's that line of they're for so far in the future. Who the fuck
Uh-huh.
is it, right?
Right.
We're
Okay.
gonna run into
Here's
this
what this is
god-
like.
we're gonna run into this angel in the future. Someone's gonna play this song. They're gonna be like,
Unfortunately, even the
"Song that was
hymns that
invented for my
I'll
god."
be honest, even the hymns that I do know, because I feel like Gifted would know a Talon hymn,
Mm-hmm.
Gifted would know an Imor hymn and shit like that. Any of the ones
It's
she doesn't know that she
Baratheon
can
based.
play, it's a Baratheon based, and it's from a culture and
Yes.
a time that doesn't exist yet. So everything's gonna be a little wonky regardless. So
This is where you find out one of the gods' hymns have not
Hmm.
changed. Since they invented
The
it,
trio reaches Echo. She's still in there, just snoring away. She has slid down in the chair somewhat. Shoulders are basically at the armrests.
Oh. Corvus scratches his head. Just stay
Grace and
back for a
beauty.
second. Corvus is going to go over and sort of kneel down and just kind of
You hear Lucifer going,
squeeze the shoulder.
I can see why she's won your heart.
I'm back.
wow.
Squeeze her shoulder a couple times. Hey,
You just gotta.
hi. That's good. Let's get something better than sleeping in a chair. Yes, this is a nice chair. Maybe we can ask for a chair.
And she's just sliding further out the chair as she tries to turn over.
Oh, okay. That sets you back up.
Right,
Kind of.
you hefting her up into the chair.
Yeah.
Her eyes open a bit blearily, blinking at you.
Echo. Hi. Good evening.
Corvus!
Hi. How did you get here?
What?
How did you get here?
I don't know. I was standing up with a drink.
No. Before that,
I was getting a drink.
you're getting a drink.
Skeleton gave me a drink.
Okay. But
And
what
Moustache
happened-
Man was here.
Yes, General Stenhouse.
It's not even a house.
No, it's not a house. It's a name.
He's a brick house.
What is a Sten house?
A sturdy house.
He's dirty.
Mm-hmm. Echo, do you recall leaving Traveler at all today? When we took everyone with Traveler into the Feywild.
Am I not in Traveller?
No, you're not in Traveler. You're-
She looks around.
This is the Fomerian settlement building over in Zahar.
Oh. Okay. And she's like sort of like closing her eyes again.
Hey,
Not all my questions have been answered.
how did you get here?
Huh?
How did you get here in Zahar?
We came from the future.
Right.
No,
How?
that's wrong. We we went in the future to Sahar. So then we came to now. It's weird. I kind of lost track.
What? You don't like?
My tongue and my teeth.
Yes, you're oversensitivity because you're drunk.
So I wanted to go. I wanted to see you.
You wanted to see me, and so you left Traveler then.
No. This traveler. If he could make a room with you in it. And he was like, no.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really sad. And then I had,
Not sad anymore.
I'm not.
Hmm.
Okay.
So what
Hey,
did
good night.
Traveler do?
What?
What did Traveler do when you got sad?
Oh, it said, but I like some recreation
Mm-hmm.
of the alcoholic variety.
Mm-hmm.
And I did.
So Traveler gave you alcohol.
I wanted a bar.
You wanted a bar. Okay.
Traveler made a bar.
Yes. Was it good?
What?
Was it good?
I don't remember.
Oh. But you're not in Traveler anymore.
No. I'm not.
Why not? No.
I was in the bar
Mm-hmm.
having a drink and a cry
Why were you crying?
because I had a drink
Oh.
and I was sad.
Oh. Well, that's sorry.
And then I was like, I'm gonna go see Corvus.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And
So
she closes her eyes.
All right. He sort of help her up and
Oh,
sort of just
she opens her eyes again.
yeah.
What?
We're getting somewhere a little more comfortable than a chair.
Well, the chair's comfy. First sleep in
Oh.
it.
Well, it'd be very difficult for me to sleep with you in a chair. Yes. I'm guessing Lucifer heard all that and Tilde.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. I heard your loony doos.
Mm-hmm. So how about we go and get you to a place more comfortable for
Okay.
both of us?
Okay.
Okay.
We could probably find you a bedroom here if you would like.
Okay.
I'm so surprised nobody's casting illustration on this.
Well, I
recording,
don't
by the way.
want to. I have it. I don't want
I'm
to.
saying, you
I
can
know.
find out things.
I know. I'm
surprised he's given up
using the
already.
I'm not
using
there,
the drunkenness to help.
Okay.
Oh, you want to use your girlfriend's
Oh, shut up.
drunkenness.
Oh.
Oh
You
my.
never Inebriated from the bedtime. I see. you.
Right. Going
Look, maybe it's better she has. Don't judge.
to bed. Gloves off.
Gloves off. Telepathy to Telday. Do we want to press further, or is that good enough?
He
Corvus.
probably wants to know
Yeah.
more.
Weirdly coincidentally, she starts like very loosely, like drunkenly, like waving one of her arms in the air as if swatting at flies or something.
Okay. What are you doing?
Shut up.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Okay. Cocks an eyebrow.
Sorry, how
Uh,
are you telepathically speaking at me?
I have
telepathy.
I have telepathy.
Just
ye-
making sure I understand
yeah.
that I cannot respond that way. That's
Yeah.
Okay.
I have telepathy as well. It's one way, so you know.
Yeah, I'm just
I can have
broaching the
secret conversations with
question.
Corvus. We never do
Yeah.
it.
If I have like, I can't remember how long it is for ritual off the top of my head. I can give all of us a form of it.
okay. You know the motion that somebody makes when they're like, "Hey, speak up. Can you try that again?"
Mhm.
That hand up thing,
Up
like
to the ear.
prompting.
Oh, that one.
So yeah, actually the one that Blackheart was referring to.
So waving the hand, like
Here.
repeat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to make that motion, even though I don't have ears. And see if Corvus picks up.
It's where you're supposed to point to the horn and pretend that's your ear. So everyone talks towards your face instead of towards the side.
So telepathy to Telday. You are here. Do you have any
Ah.
questions?
Pointing
Corvus
over at
stops.
Echo.
Echo.
Loud.
I'm loud. I'm not talking.
No. Shut up, though.
Okay. I'll be quiet.
Okay. It's
Okay.
better this way. Do the little, and she like wiggles her
Mouth
finger against your
move,
lips.
Oh, but,
Yeah.
she is very drunk, and I think getting her.
Oh, you're
shot
drunk.
is an appropriate choice of action at this time, unless any of you have a different suggestion.
Oh, you should have a drink.
Well, I
Uh,
am curious how she can evidently hear telepathy. I think it would be better to ask her later.
agreed.
Okay, later then. And she's like,
Yes,
air quote,
later.
pulling away from you, Corvus, but it's more like she's just leaning.
Leaning.
Yeah.
Chorus will hook his arm around her waist and kind of prop her up a
Oh,
bit more.
no.
Yep. No.
The drink is there.
You want to get the
don't-
drink?
Yes.
Oh, my lord.
How about we get a drink of water? Ugh.
Actually, yeah, my teeth.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, the water's not going to make your teeth feel all funny.
Okay,
Okay, let's get some water.
okay.
All right. Corvus is just going to shrug his shoulders and start leading Echo out.
That's where we
I
found out it's
think
mixed
you
with
can
sand.
Go, Lucifer, if you wish.
Oh no,
This is entertaining.
I'm waiting to see if he solves the riddle or not. I'm captivated.
I don't think there's any riddle to be solved at this moment in time.
Oh, yes, there is.
Oh,
yes,
wait.
there fucking is.
Lucifer's gonna glance at you, Telday, for rolling his eyes a bit, sauntering over in this little dancey way, going biddity biddity bop, and poking
Yeah.
Echo.
I was wanting one of the others to do it.
Who
Thinking about who's with you.
Yeah.
who suddenly
Lucifer.
stiffens a bit, as coming straight out of drunkenness is not a pleasant feeling.
Oh, there you go.
Especially if it's someone who's not used to being drunk
Uh-huh.
in the first place.
Yeah. That's why he's also holding her a bit more.
And then he's just like, rather impolitely, like snaps his fingers, like, okay. How
Welcome
did
back,
you
Echo.
move from one extra planar place to another extra planar place that does not allow planar travel? Oh, uh, oh, I just opened up a door.
Sort of like what I do.
No, like, sort maybe, but I didn't go through like.
Because you've been through the empty with me.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. It was like, it was like they were next to each other. Like the traveler in this
Two
place.
adjoining rooms.
Yeah. Because I really wanted to come to you, and I didn't see any reason I couldn't.
Aww. Aww.
Well, that's an interesting dynamic that travelers should do. Corvus smiles.
But Traveler said he couldn't do that. I think it was me.
Well, appreciative.
You weren't here though.
No,
And
I
she
wasn't.
actually looked a little annoyed.
Yeah, I was up in a shuttle up in space behind a moon.
Well, I guess.
Well, it's a good thing you came here and not up there. Let's just say that. Because there was a very angry angel up there.
She's got the annoyed face of somebody that looks like she's begrudging of it and also knows she shouldn't be because it's irrational.
And it's keeping you safe, so I'm happy that you got here instead.
Yeah. You actually gonna stay here now?
Yes.
Can we still go to bed?
Yes.
Okay.
So, but Lucifer, does that suffice for you? I mean, you're not consciously doing that. You just wanted it to happen, and it happened.
She frowns a little bit and goes, I think there's more going on in me.
How so?
I feel aware. I think. No. Oh. I think
Yes. Yes, Echo.
I'm becoming aware of how it's all connected because starting to wake up.
We're in the pass. I guess
It
that
doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's relative to the dreamer.
I think it's relative to the dreamer and what he's focused on.
Right. And we already knew it was waking up when we left.
I think
I was hoping.
it's really. I don't think we have long.
Corvus, if Echo's still kind of side by side to her, Corvus tightens his grip around her, just sort of passively.
She holds onto you very tightly. It's not today, or even. It's not going to happen immediately, but.
I went through the empty recently. It wasn't like what it was before. Oh, did I start that?
I don't think so. I think it's just. It's time.
Hmm.
I'm gonna need you soon.
What did he say? Sorry?
He's gonna need you soon.
He's starting to shake.
She pulls you against her now.
We have to get this done first. Sorry, I talked in my hand. We have to get this done first. I don't.
We'll beat this and we'll.
Figure this out.
Yeah.
He slightly pulls away and kisses her on her forehead.
Yeah.
All right.
He leans in against you a bit and then just goes, you know, you think a lot louder than you talk.
Also, that's surprising. Has that always been a thing?
No.
Okay. Oh. All right. Try to get some rest.
Raziel's sort of not Raziel, Lucifer's peering at her a bit, and then Gifton. Outside, you'll hear her just checking in from Lucifer on Angel Radio. As got through your prayers yet?
Yeah, just finished.
Oh, marvelous.
Yeah, I was eating my kebab, like you told me to.
Well, make sure you get some good sleep then.
Okay, is there anything you need? Everything okay in there?
Oh, I'm sure nothing that can't wait till the morning.
Okay, am I supposed to sleep out here?
No, go
What do you
inside.
Oh, okay, because you said to not go anywhere.
From the area. Oh,
Oh,
God.
It's an extra dimensional. It's an extra dimensional space, so I figured it didn't count.
Come on, Gibson, let's go inside.
Okay, I'm gonna go inside. Yell that food.
And while that's happening, Corvus, nothing's happening that you can visually see, but you can see Echo like rubbing her head a bit and like glancing around.
I'm going to think really loud. This is very odd.
Are you doing that in a way of like you're trying to project?
You're trying to think hard.
Yes, when you're trying to like project a thought in your head very
in that
loudly.
case, 1 second.
There's a dice roll happening. Echo winces.
She seems to like look down as if like confused by something. Looks over at you, Talday, and just goes, "Did you say something?"
I wonder if she heard me.
We'll find you a bed very quickly, madam.
Oh, okay.
Would you like anything else?
To be a double bed.
Aw.
Aww. Sorry, for Marion
course,
Stone
I
do
will
double
see
beds.
what
They
can be
barely
done.
do beds.
Right. I'll help him. Lucifer says, and just gives a little nod to you, Corvus, and like bows politely to Echo. And he will follow Telday out.
They're just inside like the front area of the mansion, aren't they?
Wherever, yeah.
They're,
where
they're
the
actually
bar
they're actually
was.
deeper in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're in the parlor, drinking room, smoking room area.
One of many. Like the Flamirians have very little need for bedrooms. They love
Right.
little places to relax together.
Mm.
And pretend drinking.
Yeah. it is puzzling that they do have so much alcohol on hand.
Very
makes
well
them-
aged alcohol.
It's one of
Oh,
the
it
things
never
that makes
gets
them
used
feel
up.
better
It's
to
like
hold
when
it.
it comes out the bottom of the skeleton, you put back the bottle.
I mean, technically,
They love
it's
Stenhouse.
technically de-aged alcohol this
Oh,
time.
that's why
for
Stenhouse loves
man.
Yeah.
them. It's different.
Yeah.
They're fantastic, these people.
Gifton is gonna find whatever room has a couch or a cushion or something in it, and she's just gonna sleep on it with Dingus. She
Yeah.
doesn't care.
But Lucifer's going to look to you, Telday, and go. I think she was hearing communication on the angel frequencies. Not fully, it doesn't look like, but
I think she was hearing my own thoughts.
you're not psychically capable of any such, right?
Not that I am aware.
I suppose mind reading is not a unheard of talent. Maybe she's just picking that up.
If she is correct about what is happening, then it is possible that she's becoming more aware of the base existence and all
Raising my
that
hand
is
doesn't
being
help.
thought up by
Like-
the dreamer. This is a very confusing path to follow.
Do the angels know about her? I'm trying to remember if any how much.
We haven't told
we've-
them
We
shit.
haven't.
You-
That's what I thought.
Yeah. As far as you know,
Not
broadly,
time
no. You don't know who has been informed by Miris potentially.
Others.
Because
But
Miris
we
is
have
the
not
only
let
god
anyone
that
know.
fully knew. I think maybe Ilan kind of knew because Ilan
Wouldn't-
knows I got her out of the vault.
Yes, Ellen
That's
is aware of what she is, may not be fully aware of like the implications of her existence.
And would Talon also know? Because
He
again,
also was in charge of the vault.
He didn't know about her though because she was
Yeah.
secretly locked in there by Miris.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was basically the people who interacted with her when we got her out were Ilan, Miris, and Imor.
Yeah.
Imor was there.
That was the other one. Okay.
Everybody else has just been other
And
than
Talon
Miris,
was
assuming
not
that's
granted
a
any
friend.
future memories.
Yeah. Yeah. The only one we've given future memories to are Heya,
Ellen,
Miris,
And more.
and Ellen.
Yeah.
And more. Yeah.
We gave the guitar.
Yeah.
So we have no idea who knows what right now.
But we have not told anyone.
But
No.
I mean,
We haven't.
Lucifer was there for the whole conversation of needs you waking up, becoming aware.
Oh, I'm
There's
sure
more
that
darkness in the
Lucifer's having
empty.
some questions right now.
I mean, I wouldn't be
Uh,
surprised if Miris gave him at least some version of the truth for that.
either way, there was no indication of surprise on Lucifer's face, but that doesn't mean anything with him.
He's got a really good poker face.
Can't
He's got a
face
naturally good
poker
poker face.
face.
And
We may have to have it
Is the whole group together now?
No.
again.
Okay.
we do, but you, well, not you, but your companions are in dire need of rest.
Yeah, I think two of us have actually probably fallen asleep already just from going in.
What was that then?
Even I require some period of it.
Then how about I go inform Father of what's happening and perhaps rearrange some discussion amongst those in the know for the morning. Or the night, I suppose.
It feels odd to trust someone who evidently killed another version of myself.
Yes, Father mentioned that.
Finger guns?
Can't imagine why I would have. You seem like a very reasonable fellow.
Rug.
He doesn't remember either. He doesn't remember either.
Wasn't me.
So
Well, me.
I mean, theoretically, probably positive because he was theoretically the indirect cause of the death of Raziel.
Well then, let's hope we get on better than the other versions of ourselves, huh?
Do you
Yeah.
ever wish to have a drink or talk after the several long days I assume we have ahead of us?
Perhaps a talk, drinking. I do it on occasion just for politeness, but
Light gesture of like,
I don't.
I don't even drink.
look at me.
don't ask then.
It was a gesture.
I have been around these for many, many years.
Well, I hope you manage to kick the filthy habit, my friend. And he like claps you on the back a couple of times.
kick the habit of eating, start smoking.
Right, I'm off to stand outside in the desert for some more. Because that's
You
the
could be
job of a
drinking.
prime.
Oh, self burn.
As he goes to leave, he's probably just going to notice, like, right near the door, there's basically Archie just propped up against the wall, bag in her lap.
Hi.
Ask if you wanted a rope.
She just
while
plugged
you were
out anywhere.
No, if you well, outside RG or inside?
Inside.
Okay, if you do that, you are going to be
Inside the door.
continuously interrupted by, ma'am, you can't sleep there. Yeah, you know,
She's just going to give the real simple response of, I am not sleeping, I am trancing. There's a difference.
It's not
I
in
need
my
to
hands.
check.
Nothing in the handbook.
I need to ask somebody about that. He looks around.
If you need to go check, if you could take about 4 hours to do it, I'd appreciate it.
I can't leave my post until I'm, relieved.
And why don't we assume it's okay, and then 4 hours from now we can check in. I can do it.
Yeah, but might be what do you say? Tripping hazard.
I mean, I'm not in front of the door. I'm off to the side.
Yeah, but what if somebody turns?
Suddenly.
Archie will call me, pick her bag, go over a good couple feet and go, is that better?
Maybe.
Pretty sure that's real time Gifton and Carrick's pretty much doing the same thing at this point. I think they're both just out now.
Maybe if someone's gonna walk into you, I'll go, hey, watch out.
Yeah, why don't I just go to, and she'll just scooch over, she's actually like at the corner essentially. Is better?
I think it's like
If you tell me someone's gonna walk into the corner.
no, because it's weird to be in the corner. So I don't think anyone will walk there. Okay. I'm just gonna keep an eye on you.
Works for me. Give you a thumbs up. This Tommy kind of leans her head back down, arms around the bag, and just
So what you doing?
think I'm attempting to rest for about 4 hours, so I'm not a complete mess.
Mm,
Wouldn't that be more comfortable to bed or chair?
You got a chair?
mm.
No. Should let me have a chair, but say it makes you
Go into the dark
not alert.
side.
which I guess
Yeah, kind of makes sense.
Mm,
yeah, kind of shows
suck.
good for resting.
Yeah,
You
I'll go find a chair. Sound good?
me?
No, I meant for me. That way, I'm not bothering you here in the front.
Ah. If you want to.
I was gonna say before you finish the episode, you're just gonna give him away and just kind of walk. The guy had walked off. Literally, put him after the
You
first
has
word he sees.
positioned this guard to punish anyone who tries to stay in that hallway. That's what that guard exists for. She's punishing us.
Alright.
First floor, first room she finds that doesn't have isn't obvious own bedrooms or like one of the smoke rooms or.
I mean, you can go into the execution room if you want.
A strawberry. A strawberry.
Yeah, finding an empty space that you can actually rest in is easy enough. There is plenty of unused space here.
She's literally just first corner she turns, just plunk in the chair and
Zoned out.
Zoned out. Okay. Right, Lucifer heads to the doorway. Are you following along, Tilde? Are you going outside? What are you doing? You're gonna go rest?
Stand somewhere for 4 hours.
Finding somewhere to be. Jan, he's dead. Okay.
Dead.
Right,
I think he might have quickly ran off to go try and use the bathroom.
in that case. Cassie, are you sleeping out in the shuttle? Or are you coming in once you've called off?
Cass is gonna
They're
sleep
like-
out on the shuttle. She's staying away from Gifton right now.
Okay. Alright, in that case, everybody, you are able to get a sound full rest.
Holy
I
shit!
can change my spell list up.
Yay! All my stuff.
I
is
can-
back.
Get back a shield because I had everything else.
Alright.
I can get back my life points too.
Cassie, you are woken briefly in your sleep just by the sound of the back of the shuttle door closing. And Demon Killer just going, hey, don't worry, just the sunlight's starting to creep in. Wanted to get it shut off.
Mm-hmm.
You good there? Alright, okay. Right. And that's you're able to drift back off. Okay.
I'm flying on wide load the entire time.
The day passes as you all sleep. The sun starting to set again. And you're able to awake a little bit before sunset. You don't actually have to sleep all the way through the day. So, as you all come to your own wakefulness at your first... I'm sorry, Cassie, you're actually woken up by loud blaring music. Of a very unfamiliar sort. Lots of heavy percussion, strange electronic noises.
I have heard it before.
Not this track in particular.
Not this particular one, but
As Stephen Keller awakes with some Queen-like rock, getting his morning started. He's actually drumming away on the consoles and such, and throws you what looks like to be a bread-wrapped object. You've had bread-wrapped things in Tulia and so on. Just tosses it to you. It's not even waiting for you to fully sit up and such though. Depending on your sleepy reflexes, it might just hit you.
Cass would actually like to try and catch it.
Okay, you know what? Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw. We'll see how this goes. Very nice. You your arm goes up before you even realise you're catching it. Catch it soundly in one hand. Cassie doesn't know what this is, but for sake of our character knowledge, you are holding what looks like to be a burrito in your hand. It is almost hot, comfortably so.
What is this?
Breakfast. courtesy of Chef, and he sort of taps part of the bulkhead when he says that.
Okay. And Cass is just not even bothered. She's just raw nom.
Okay, right, you are having some kind of bean burrito.
Oh no, you gave the horse beans.
Quite spicy. But it's like offset by a nice light cream in there or something. It's a weird concoction, a weird mix.
That is quite possibly the strangest thing I have eaten, and I have eaten some weird things.
Of course,
the last year and a half. It was good.
Oh.
What?
What are you doing?
I was sleeping.
Yeah, why here? I mean, can't say you can't be here. It's not really mine, but shuttle
It's
floor,
away
not the
from
perfect
everyone.
place. Are you not good sleeping companions?
Issues with everything going on right now. Needed it away, needed to calm down.
Frustrations?
Always.
Tell me about it. I know that feeling.
I love them, but sometimes I want to beat my head against a wall, and I'll probably break the wall.
Or them.
As much as I might posture and whatnot, probably not.
Yeah. Care about them too much, huh?
I've been with that through way too much with them.
Yeah. Can't choose your family, even when they're the ones you've chosen. But yeah, you know what I mean, right?
I know.
So you want me to deal with it? Do it for the small price of your soul.
Demon.
No.
I kid. I don't have that kind of jurisdiction anyway.
Well, you'd have to deal. You would only get part of it. The other half, you'd have to go digging through. Place worse than hell.
But is that figurative or?
Nope.
I spent like 10,000 years there, and I can't remember it.
I mean, that's great. I've been to hell and I remember every moment.
And then I went back again for like a day, and I couldn't remember it. All I remember are feelings of darkness and terror.
I thought you were a whole soul. You just have a whole separate like twin that's not there.
Cass is still pulling all that together.
But the whole not remembering things. Very. He puts his hands up, ball to his eyes, it's like a boohoo motion, entirely unsympathetic. But it's kind of a blessing.
I figure it was bad enough that my mind just said no.
No, that's fantastic. Being able to forget things is amazing. In hell, they don't let you forget at all. You don't get to repress. You don't get to section it off. You don't get to bury it.
I think that only happened when I got drugged back.
I mean, that's often the way it should work. I suppose you could disassociate in the moment, but yeah, most people just have to try and forget. But
The thing is I know what's down there.
what is down there?
Every dead angel.
Well, down with me was like most dead people. And some angels.
No. This is... It's a bad place. I don't even know. I just call it the down beneath.
But,
It's the false bottom.
right, so what did they do?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Well, surely someone else has said, right? You gotta have some knowledge. Or is it just a mystery? I mean, if you don't know, maybe they did happy things to you.
No,
It's the feelings of dread you have. Oh no, not another celebration in my favor.
no, dread, fear, darkness. I've literally seen the place, and my mind still recoils at it. There are places that, no, I'm not, no.
Sounds a bit overrated.
I wish it were. I truly do.
Well, take it from somebody that doesn't have the benefit of not remembering. The bits of dread you do feel, just bury them, you know. Push them down. Listen to some music. Eat a burrito. Commit some cardinal sins. You know, make the moment worth living in.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Creed Carnage.
I think what? Cardinal sin?
It's a good band name, right?
Unfortunately, our God's making so cardinal sins are hard to find.
Yeah. We don't know what those are.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds a band name. Who? Never mind. You're from the future. There's all sorts of weirdness that I would not understand. I already accept that.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Lingo. Either way, like, you know, earthly pleasures. Maybe ones you shouldn't have. Good for keeping you going.
I mean, it's really weird moving through time because even if you go backwards, there are things you just don't get, even though you kind of understand. You know things that they don't, and you don't understand why they don't understand it.
Yeah. Some stuff's just ingrained in us culturally, and we don't know it, right? You don't think about it ever.
I'm preaching to the choir, aren't I?
Yeah, you're all primitives.
Savages, I think it was.
Oh yeah, better word.
I try not to be a savage. I want to make things. I end up breaking people instead.
Breaking things is easier.
Yeah, but if you make the really nice things, it feels even better when you smash it over someone's head. Because then you know it's of good construction, and you can use it a second time.
Still. Anyway, your mates, you love them, right? Even the ones that are pissing you off right now.
Yeah.
Try and let it go, Les. I know it's not easy, but fuck, I sold my soul for love. You gotta do whatever you can to get it.
Oh, I'll let it go. It's just in the moment anger.
Yeah.
I know how I get when I get angry.
You wanna beat something up?
What's that?
You wanna beat something up?
Unfortunately, I had to beat someone up last night that I didn't want to beat up.
No. Then we get violence as usual outlet, but it's not having its quite so savor right now.
What's that?
Violence is the usual outlet, but it's not quite right now.
No, I had to kick my mom's ass. While she was in my body.
Families, eh? Families, eh?
Oh, yeah. And I do apologize about it if I was being mean and nasty to all of you.
Oh, I couldn't care.
Still, it's polite to apologize because my anger was getting the better of me.
Tell you what, though, 1 second. I think I got something to help you. He's going over to the replicator and he's tapping a few things. You hear the computer sort of beep almost angrily. He pulls open a panel, does something with a couple of wires, closes it again, taps it a few more times. You hear the whir of the replicator running, and then he tosses like 2 bright red objects at you.
What are these?
We call them boxing gloves.
Boxing gloves?
Yeah, it's a way to beat the shit out of something without really hurting it much. You can also hit inanimate objects with them. Really good. Like load up a bag of sand or something. It will give you that workout, tire out. Real nice. And you won't fuck up your hands. Or the person you're hitting if you're doing that much. A bit. Try not to hit the head too much.
Okay.
If that don't work,
Think about
he tosses something else to you.
that.
Much
Cass-
smaller.
Cass grabs it.
We call that a spliff.
A split.
It's
Aw.
My guess was right.
Yeah,
Maybe those-
you're familiar with smoking, right?
Yeah.
You smoke that and it'll make you feel real nice, mellow out.
Okay. Cass has no idea of the idea of a narcotic.
Alright, so try those out, see how you go. If you need more of the finance thing, well, you can sort that out. You need more of the other thing, you come to Keller. Oh, I should paint up the chateau exterior.
Well, thank you for the burrito.
Oh yeah, you need more of that as well, and trust me, you will want more of that if you use that thing. You come say hello.
Okay. Well, it depends on.
Holy shit, I could open up a food business.
Oh no.
Technically, you could, but
Ask Gifton if I can have this.
I'll ask her when I see her.
Alright, or maybe I'll find her. Yeah.
He already knows I'm fine with him having it as soon as we're done with it. We just have to be done with it first. I don't know what to do with that thing. I was gonna turn it into a bird.
But it's
Alright,
slightly
well, I
more
should
intelligent
Stay
as it is. It
inside
is a
and
bird.
Deal with the rest of the group.
Well, good luck, little lady. Have fun.
I am so not little compared to you.
Oh, he is so sweet and diminutive.
And young, far younger than the demon.
I mean, on a technical standpoint, at least.
I will accept that.
And he hits a few buttons, and the shuttle bay door opens up for you.
You have a good day.
I
Oh
like to
god, it's
imagine
already
he's gonna
warm
set up, like-
outside.
He's gonna set up like a little like drug cartel right outside that stupid shuttle.
Don't worry, it'll start cooling off in a few hours when the sun goes down.
Don't worry, it's drug cartels mostly to feed his food empire.
Wow.
He had to hire a bunch of really attractive young drow girls to just sit there and hold burritos out to people.
Come to Stephen Keller's Meth and Burrito Emporium.
Double dipping.
Now you serve weed and cocaine. With burritos.
The best part is you didn't hear all the warnings from the
That was more of a
replicator about
Captain
making
Crunch
the,
thing.
making the methamphetamines.
Yeah, it was angry.
Really awkward that we have to create the role of Surgeon General.
Yeah.
I get them
CMO,
together
right?
quickly.
Cass is
No,
going
she-
to head inside.
Okay.
We didn't create it.
In the meantime, everybody else is awakening at your own paces.
That's long
RG would have been up
rest.
for about.
Yeah.
RG would have been up for about 4 hours.
And did we cross dawn? Because I know this is a whole.
I think it was dawn before we went to sleep. Because I'll be honest, we're basically awake from
You-
dusk till sometime after dawn.
Yeah, you are heading towards dusk now, so dawn happened a bit before you actually went to sleep. Yeah, so your items would have regened.
That was my big
Yeah.
thing. Is I just had one charge missing, so
Mhm.
I'm not even
Yeah.
rolling for that.
You can either all gather up to have breakfast together, or just find your own meals, whatever you want to do. But
I'm finding the
As
cooking area. and
the
stuff.
DM desperately trying to get people together, I'll say Carrick likely starts fixing you all up. You can all gather up in a room that seems to just be, hey, you can use this.
Dingus and Gifted started immediately trying to scavenge for food when they woke up because Gifted's feeling pregnant hungries.
Uh-huh.
And
So, Carrick,
then
you are actually being
as
harassed
soon
in the
as-
kitchen.
as soon as we found out sounds of Carrick cooking,
Uh-huh.
and the two of us are in there, and Gifted is going pseudo dragon form just with Dingus, and they're just both beeping at him nonsensically for food.
I'm
Just
just glad-
periodically finishing, handing off parts that don't need to be completely cooked.
Strangely enough, there do seem to be ingredients in here that are not conjured material. It's like and they are definitely Tulian ingredients. It's like it's been stocked by somebody.
Okay.
And it was a kitchen rather close to where you were all resting. So this is some deliberate measure by somebody.
At some point, Dingus and Gifted are going to try to eat various different seasonings straight out of the bins because we don't know
Carrick's
any
gonna be
better.
like, no, you don't eat that. That is salt.
Actually, you know what? There's going to be a couple of notes attached to some of these ingredients explaining what they are. Carrick, I would like for you to give me an investigation check on them.
Spicy
Do I-
seeds.
Get a bonus for having the chef feat and
Chef feats, no. This is actually to do with language and so on.
Okay, I do have ancient Saha, so I can read
That
it.
is not Saharan.
Oh.
It is strangely enough written in, I think, yeah, it's written in common. No, it's in common. It's clumsy common though, as if it's been learnt. Once Carrick rolls his investigation, we will discover.
Yeah.
Unless Gifted is nosy and wants to take a look as well.
I'm vaguely looking at things and then shoving my head in to eat.
33.
Carrick, while it is written in what you would think of as the common tongue, Barasian, or at least a proto form of it, it's close enough that you would guess somebody has just learnt this. But the fact that it is complete suggests that someone's learnt it magically or divinely.
Okay.
However, the style of writing you have seen the Xiaoshen style of writing. It is that kind of scratchy.
Okay.
There's a lot of quick lines, less curves.
No, it's little.
Yeah, she's been
Raz.
around.
It's little Raz. Okay.
And it is somewhat feminine looking writing. So yeah, you can gather from that what you will.
Beep, beep, beep,
Okay,
beep, beep,
uh,
beep. What are all these
so I'm
seeds?
so I'm
Like
able to
Jason.
understand then what I've got here then.
Dingus does not like
Army seeds,
Dingus does
army
not like the red powder.
Red powder bad.
The worst part is the red powder I have. I've
There's two
used.
pseudo dragons whipping their heads around, making pain beeping
gonna-
noises.
I'm going to like pick. Okay. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna. have them
Dingus's
pick-
tail actually like whips at the bag briefly in
Yeah,
reflex.
we're both stabbing the back a few times.
There's some powder pouring out.
Corvus
am-
is just standing there. If Afko's like, yeah, we can do this
Cass-
a different guy.
No, that's right. I keep forgetting mending's a minute, so I can't do that while cooking.
What? It's instantaneous. Oh,
No,
casting time is 1 minute. Yes.
Yeah. If I thought I could actually pick both of them up without being bitten and put on my shoulders, I would.
If it only remembers a few things about what's important here, she's gonna go see if there's any containers of milk, and then she's gonna go dunk her head into it.
Yeah, there's goat's milk.
Yep, going over there.
The burning milk.
All right, so you got two pseudo dragons like bobbling faces into the milk.
Why is Gifted a pseudo dragon?
Because
Why
it
isn't
makes the
she a
food taste really
pseudo-dragon?
good.
It makes
Oh.
food taste really good when she's a pseudo dragon.
Okay.
And
Going
that I can be a pseudo dragon at any point because that's one of my
Right,
forms.
I was
so
just
like-
wondering why you were one.
She
at
woke
this
up,
moment.
she's hungry, Carrick's cooking, she wants to enjoy it because it might be her last meal that Carrick cooks. She wants the flavor country.
Let's
Mm.
just be glad that she didn't wake up with Dingus's tail in her mouth because she had a dream where she was eating.
The biggest, tastiest shrimp.
Wow. Okay, I need to roll cooking.
Alright, and then bubbles start happening in the milk.
And then more concerningly, the bubbles stop.
You know, because I can, I'm gonna cast. Just because I want to have an even better one, I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
I can't do that anymore. Oh shit! I have to roll
Yeah,
real or woe. 1 second.
Why can't you? Aren't you? You're a level 1 cleric.
She picked the thing that makes it so she's immune to divination spells.
We're on a
It's
woe
different-
day. It's all
Oh,
negatives,
yeah.
no positives.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no self boosting.
No self boosting. It's
Uh,
only negative rolls.
I can never remember what skill I used for cooking. What stat I used for cooking
I think
today.
it was
uh,
intelligence or dex. I don't know.
I think it's int.
Or is it
Yeah,
wisdom?
it's int.
Was
So I'm gonna use my all tools because I can.
It's an easier button.
Yep.
20. Listen, it's not Carrick's best meal.
I am
Like-
trying to fend off 2
Like, don't get me wrong,
pseudo-dragons.
it's a good meal, but you've been spoiled.
you've had better.
This is
and
the
you
problem
know
with
you've
fending
had
off
better.
two
You're only at a
pseudo-dragons.
2 Michelin star restaurant right now.
Oh, I am going
somewhere
to
in
enjoy
there-
it anyway in pseudo dragon form. So yeah.
Somewhere in there, RG would have just casually walked in, seen the pseudo dragon do that, picked up one of the things, spice, unscrewed the lid, just took the thing to dip in her mouth, did it around. I found cumin. Just put it down,
Spice roulette.
and then Calvary grab water and chug water.
See, unfortunately, Gifted doesn't usually get to eat Carrick's food as a pseudo dragon. So right now, this is max Michelin stars as far as she knows.
Uh-huh.
Dingus though is turning his nose up. This isn't as good as he's used to.
Cass is going to wander in finally, still burrito in hand.
Eat it.
She's
No,
gonna
she's been
see.
eating it.
Off in.
She's just gonna see RG pick him, get there one after another, dipping fingers, going, found. What the hell's
sound.
time?
The sound and smell after that horse finishes that burrito is going to evacuate the Fiberian dump area.
Mm.
Soon enough, Carrick can get breakfast served up for everybody.
Extra.
The best thing is I could have used this to help with the cooking too.
Yeah, you could. You could use that to remove the pseudo dragons.
I could also use this. I have preparations. It's unfortunately he was already cooking. The ritual he can't do. The other one he could, but I don't think I want to waste a cleric spell this early.
So you should have took out your spare Gifted and then just had her cast it. And send the other Gifted away.
Let's make it in blood shake.
Put one gifted on top of the other gifted.
And Echo does come in with Corvus.
I didn't find
Another
them
pseudo
over
dragon.
bed.
I'm gonna go over to Echo and we're try shoving food in her mouth with food in
It's
my
just one
mouth.
of Dingus' babies.
No.
RG's going to
do
midway
we
through
know
having-
what-
Hi,
do
baby.
we know what gift in pseudo dragon is?
You get fussed
I
on.
do.
Before.
Done it before, yeah.
Yeah.
That's Gifton.
Oh, hi, Gifton. Still fussing.
Yeah, there you go. I like getting fussed over. This is great.
RG run midway through having to get there and like have it. And then she's going, how the hell did you get here? And then put the hand in and go, yeah, that's cinnamon.
Why
You know
are
you
you?
don't have to test all
Oh,
of them.
can I try it?
Sure.
Cinnamon?
Alright, she's gonna take a pinch of cinnamon.
Oh no. At least she didn't do the
It's at the barrel.
spoonful thing.
At the barrel.
This is bad food.
It's not
Spoonful
food.
of
It's
cinnamon,
spice.
right?
Yeah, it's a spice. You put it
Spice.
on food.
Oh,
You
you're
don't
making
need that
carrot
outside.
treats?
So, with 7 carrot treats to go around in the process.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can give one to everybody but myself, and I can give one to Dingus and Echo.
Ah.
Dingus is eating his immediately.
Proficiency, so I've got 7.
Cass is still eating her burrito, so she is going to pass up on the treat.
The treats
No,
are that you
no.
can take it and
The
hold
treat
it
is
for a while.
something that can be saved.
Yes. You
Pocket
basically
snacks.
can-
Because those go well.
Yeah.
Pocket snacks, not oh, pocket bacon.
That's yes, but this is.
What is the carrot
know-
treats this time?
What is the carrot treat?
Are we getting 4-ton cookies?
I mean,
Without the
actually, that would
Well,
make
they-
sense.
Thematic.
Yeah.
Are you gonna write out
Yeah.
fortunes?
Yes, I'll roll my.
Alright, I want those
calligraphy.
at the end of the session.
Oh no.
Nice.
Oh no.
Alright, so we're getting fortune cookie.
Dingus's will be undiscovered because it is getting eaten.
Just eat 'em.
I will,
Unfortunately, Carrick only understands the in bed part of the.
I was just saying that's being put on all of them.
Gifton finds out there is a fortune when she starts hawking it out.
Wet half-chewed wad of paper.
Yes. What the
So I only need to come up. So I really only need to come up with 6. Cause
No, you need to come up with mine as well, because mine might be legible.
Yours would be the 6th, actually.
No, you need to come up with all of them because I want to know what Dingus's was.
Yeah.
Dingus is gonna see
the
you
DM.
hawking up that paper and look at you confusingly.
The DM is going to reveal you accidentally used divination of some kind in the.
It's like when I ate that string of
the-
rock candy in the
Dingus is looking at the coughed up wad of paper, nodding a bit, and you're just getting in Silver Dragon shapes, Gifton. Yeah, carrot food bad today.
Meat! I'm gonna nod. Meat pick a carrot and like look down at the paper
Echo.
repeatedly.
Is looking in the air, just looking confused.
What are you looking at?
Hey,
What's going on?
Feel colors and shapes.
Oh, great. Okay.
She eat
I'm
hers
gonna
too.
convey
Hold on.
color.
No, she's not eating hers. She's saving her carrot treat.
Okay.
I'm eating mine.
You eat yours.
Mine is gone.
Or are you eating the paper again? What are you saying?
I might try I'm nibbling
Oh no,
the
it's
paper
like a
out of
dog
curiosity.
eats up and then
He eats it, yeah.
stares at it and goes, "Oh,
I nibbled on it a bit to see if really it was anything good. It wasn't. It was paper.
Um,
It's like ink.
So I can apparently go from one place to another.
Um.
I think it was because it's not.
Now, do you mean this in a more esoteric way, or are you just kind of weirdly just driving like?
Oh well,
traveling?
I can move around like normal people as well. I can do that, but I meant like I came from Traveler into here.
Are you just gonna nod and go? Fair. Just wanted to check because you deal out with describing very mundane things a very interesting and out there way.
It's because it is interesting.
thank you."
Also, don't think too loudly. She can hear.
Gifton
Wait, I
has
can?
No.
The, the sugar.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
you
I can make us all hear each other.
I thought that was just because you were like projecting it.
No, you cocked your head funny. Oh no, I don't know that. I don't know. Sorry, that I wouldn't know that Raz did the whole.
I mean, Lucy.
Lucy.
Yeah, Lucy. Yeah. Yeah. So that's kind of why she's here.
That's why I'm here as well. Knock knock.
Oh, who is this?
It's Lucifer.
Gifton has
This
discovered
early,
the sugar
Lucifer? We
bag.
can't just have a breakfast
No,
in peace.
Gifton.
What do you want me to go away?
Sugar bag.
Picking Gifton up away from the bag.
I can leave if you want me to.
No, you're
Gonna
here.
put-
Sit
gonna
down and be
lean
polite
past-
if you leave now.
Gonna hand Gifton over to Lucifer.
Hi. Oh, Gifton.
You'll just very calmly lean past the door and go, "Hey, hair, how's it going?"
Hi there. Gifton, Lucifer's like holding you by the base of your tail, which feels fun, by the way. Pseudo dragons aren't bothered by this. Like, he's just holding you upside down. It's like, well, this is a very suitable form for you. You're very cute. And he just like drops you onto his shoulder.
Yep, we're gonna ruffle up there, like you know.
Yeah.
So I've got the feathery pseudo dragon look.
Mhm.
I got that weird like angel and pseudo dragon look.
He handles you in that uncle handling young nephew kind of way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so like also Chris Hemmingsworth holding his kid upside
Yes.
down?
Yes. Exactly that.
Yes.
Yeah.
How you're supposed to handle a child. Jeez.
This way.
Yes. So, the end is nigh. Or the beginning. I don't know. Whatever you make of it, I suppose. Yeah. Dreamer's waking up, like actively
Oh, good.
stirring. I guess is the word.
Yeah, that would be poignant.
and it's making me aware of things.
And come into new exciting powers.
Gifton is making sad projection, so it's like the emotion of sad with it,
Mhm.
and just a door closing.
Why are you harder to understand than Dinkus?
Because she
She
doesn't
doesn't
know how
know.
to do it.
Multiple layers.
Not her first day.
It's always my
Sad
first day.
door?
It's always the first day.
Sad
That's
door
what
to
the
you
great
as
thing is,
well.
Gift is go back and Brody again. I was conveying that it was sad that the close of something going away.
You don't even know what you were saying yourself.
I thought it was sad bye bye.
Well, we're making it not be, right? Isn't that the goal?
Yeah.
I think that was several goals ago.
I don't know what goal we're on right now.
I don't think this is.
Should we just get you guys to the future and me and Tilde and this plethora of amazing angels just solve the rest of this problem?
Echo frowns and shakes her head. I don't think that's how it goes.
I think
Corvus also
this is
shakes his head.
part of everything that we need to do.
What do you mean that's not how it goes?
She
We're not. Our time jumping doesn't affect Dreamer.
but no, you've got to do this first. I can feel it.
It's like
Okay.
a story.
Yeah, it's like I'm being allowed to like glimpse at a book.
Oh. So you need us to go play out the rest of the book and then you can go forward in time?
I think it's like you're writing it, and I'm seeing just a little part of where it's going because of it. It's really hard to.
You're
Long and short is
experiencing
stick it out.
like a clairvoyance effect.
Yeah, but like we gotta stick it out kind of fast, you know.
Somebody gave us?
What?
I was saying Lucifer just yelled at food somebody gave us.
Lucifer looks at the table. And, oh, yes, it was Raziel.
Oh,
She
Raz.
yes, it was little Raz. Yes, she snuck it in so sneakily.
So everybody
But-
saw her out there, huh?
Only her older brother.
Uh-oh.
But Echo makes a good point. This is happening, and it's still happening, and we're falling behind.
Are we, or are we just on time?
Hey, Garrick.
Yes.
What the hell's coriander?
Whatever you probably have in your hand right now.
Oh,
Alright.
Eat
then
it.
Problem is, out of character, that unfortunately defines multiple things.
We have to go get what they need to fix Morgani then, and then...
Yes, it's easy to say hurry along when we're waiting on some bloody firstborn dragon nonsense to get themselves prepared. Are you all aware of what they're doing?
No.
No.
No, we've been kind of occupied.
Yes, Morgani is saying we're handling it, which is very concerning considering the current state of affairs and the possible path that this could lead.
I still think that, like, maybe there's something with the... Never mind.
No, please, air your concerns.
I just don't know if throwing more dragons at the problem fixes it.
I mean,
Because-
yes, it's a very good thought.
because she literally is going insane, I think, because of what she did to try to bring Lolasil back. And I still say that going around and messing about with the thing to do Lolasil is what we need to do to fix Morgani.
But how?
we go get the spark, and then we drag Morgani to the thing, and then we do it with her there.
And the other two.
Yeah, and maybe that fixes it. Maybe they need to be a part of down here. They don't need to be a part of up there. Maybe that will happen with time with everything else. I don't know. I'm not smart.
Look,
How
I
much?
just feel like
How much Lucifer does everyone else know?
everyone else, very little. Me, I don't actually know if I know everything because I need to know everything to know. But Father's been
To be perfectly fair, I don't think anyone knows everything right now.
sharing a lot, and I can't tell if he thinks the whole dragon thing is a good plan or not. But
I'm just worried they're making Tiamat, and we shouldn't be making Tiamat.
Are we sure about that?
I mean, it gets them all in one spot.
As an impossibly powerful, weird combination thing.
Yeah, there's that.
Mm-hmm.
The power scale's already a little bit in a word fucked.
And Traveler said they only needed one willing dragon to do it. They
exactly,
didn't
why
need-
are they gathering more?
Well, I can understand bringing them all back because they should, but I don't think it's necessary to fix Morgani right now.
At least half of them are a dire threat to this plane, you know? Like, you can't tell me it's all going to be forgiven and forgotten.
I mean, there's a lot of shit that's gone wrong on this plane from a lot of different people. I think we all have some forgiving and some forgetting to do at some point, but we do need to, like, air shit out. But they've been wrong just as much as everybody else as far as the first dragons go. I'll give them that. They've been on the wrong side of the just like every fucking
Yes,
angel.
and it's
sorry, you guys have been up
very sad, and it's...
there. But we need to deal with the problem right now, and
yes.
we can fix this later. Or we can
Now,
fix it as a result
right,
of it.
now, I would like you to clarify something for me, if you will.
Yes.
Father has stated that the gods need to be prepared for the transition. Yes?
Yeah.
And that he believes that the likes of Hair and so on can help bolster them.
Yes, and they were supposed to be. I was supposed to make a bunch of anchors and everybody
Mhm.
and shit like that.
Why does Morgani need to be cured of her linkage to the outer place if that's where we're going anyway and she should be fine out there?
You're beautiful. You know that.
I
You're just
incredibly handsome.
absolutely beautiful. Like a shining light in a dark storm. You are amazing. I completely agree with you.
But we don't know when we're going there. And it may be past
Soon.
her going
Except
in
she
a
goes.
timeless being.
But if there is something that we need to do, because I'll give it, Echo has a deeper connection to the dreamer than any of us, than anybody in existence. If she thinks that there's something that needs to be done before they go, we need to know what that thing is.
Echo looks like a little wide-eyed, like put on the spot.
Is it about Morgani? You know?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about her and
Okay.
and her kids
And her kids.
and Lalasil
And Lalasil. Okay.
and all of them.
All of them. So maybe we need to bring some closure to everybody about Lalasil? I'm sorry, I'm just reaching out here. Anybody else got something?
What do you need to do for the Incas? Is that part of Lalasil's thing?
I have to go get the spark of Lalasil again, and I need to go below Tarnstead. I think.
Okay.
I
So-
need to connect to Lalasil's remains, and then I can force the purification of everything. Or actually, wait, the other half of it's on Illin's continent. I need to go there with the spark. maybe. I'm not sure.
They're exacerbating something.
They're
She-
making
she-
something worse.
She won't be cured. She needs.
This Echo?
Yeah, this is Echo. She needs to go to Lalasil.
Are you saying that we need to kidnap a goddess so that she is not
We need to
influenced by her
take-
children?
We
so
need to
that
take
we
her
can
to
bring her-
Lalasil's remains to do it. It's Lalasil. Yeah, the connection is with Lalasil. She needs to.
Is it the remains or the spark?
I don't know. Maybe I give Morgani the spark.
She looks over at you, Gifton. She needs to say goodbye.
It's not bringing her back. It's letting her go.
Go.
Okay.
I guess the spark. I don't know. I can see either
If
side.
it's saying goodbye, then then if we're
And it'd be the
still
remains.
supposed-
Why do you say goodbye to a fucking? Do you say goodbye to someone's soul? Or do you say goodbye to someone's body?
say goodbye
Say
to
to
the
go to both.
The
the
she's
spark would be the poignant
She's-
choice because that is the representation.
she's connected to her. She won't let go of what is gone, and the body and the spark, and
It's all one thing.
the anchors won't work if
Morgani doesn't let go.
It's the emotional
'Cause it's-
aspect, not the physically being somewhere.
Because the anchors are probably going to have to use Lawlasil Spark, and then that'll end Lawlasil.
I have to use the spark. I have to-
Use. That's the point, though.
I have
Use.
to end Lalasil.
Yes. And that won't happen, or that if that happens, you're going to have a problem with Morgani otherwise, and that schism is going to create a problem further than what's already being created now. She's under maybe the impression that we're bringing Lawlasil back.
But I am Lalasil.
You're not the Lawlasil that she wants.
No, I'm not the Lalasil that she wants, but every one of those gods looks at me and sees her.
But not
You
her.
are not the same being.
You're not
You need
the
to
same.
make-
No, I'm not the same being. I'm just the same as if somebody got reincarnated. They're not going to be the same powerful, whatever the hell they fucking were. I mean, for all I know, I'm just an essence of her power twiddling away in the dark. But that's what's in there. And the more of her essence I consume, the more that cements that I'm killing her.
You said you were tired of forgiveness and such, right? Lucifer pipes up
Yeah.
of this burden put on you by Lalasil's legacy.
Yeah.
It's just the time to
Convince them. Make them see you as you. Make them respect you. Rude, what they're doing.
because
Expecting you to
you're not
walk in
Lalasil.
someone's shoes.
You do not remember Lalasil, do you?
No. I remember the grief that it has caused, Father.
So no more forgiveness.
Let's get Lawlasil Spark. Get the gods to stop seeing you as Lawlasil, and get Morgani to say her goodbye.
You need the dragons.
What do we need the dragons for?
What do you need when you're trying to get over something?
Family.
Family.
Comfort, family.
So she needs her dragons, but she doesn't need her dragons.
She
Doesn't need
needs
her
the
dragons to fix
dragons.
She needs her dragons to be there as her family.
Yeah, not as part of her.
Okay, so what do? We go get the spark, or we go get the dragons?
I don't think the order matters.
Also, am I gonna blow up when I have the kids?
I
I don't think so.
I hope not.
I mean,
With
you're
what
kind
we're
of already
saying, or-
you're kind of blown up a bit.
No, I mean like the big like celestial light explosion-y thing, because like they're like more people real now, not just like a thought becoming reality. It sounded like it was getting really scary from the doctor talking about it. I'm getting worried now.
with what you're doing, are they still
Emotional mood swings, that's all it is.
with what's being
It's just taking a handkerchief out and sobbing into it.
with what we're talking about is the spark even going to survive?
I don't think it is.
I said I'm killing all, so
Which means you won't have the children.
She's already got the
We
children.
want a new spark, not the spark that she's picking up.
I don't.
Could it consume the divinity within them?
It is the same spark, it's just different
Yeah.
time.
Echo is slowly shaking her head.
well, let's get the spark first, because if we get the dragons, that will cause immediate action.
That will cause the snowball to fall.
Not that we have the immediate problem of.
But we
physically
said they have a bunch of
fundamental
dragons
issues
trying to
with
move
punch
and do their own thing, and we
Yep.
need to be ready to do.
You'll
ours,
go get the
so-
spark. Me and James will keep tabs on things. Maybe try and slow things
So-
down.
While we're doing this, we're going to have to deal with Puriel, because either she's going to try to intervene at some point.
We can't hold
Then we
back
have to
though,
deal with that.
waiting for her, so we'll
No.
fight her if she shows up. That's
we
the best
have
we can do.
to have to fight her if she shows up, and we have to deal with her and be done with it. We can't
We're-
dally on.
On that matter, Father wants to talk to you.
Oh, are we going someplace then?
He'll be here the moment you say yes. He did not
But
want to intrude.
Not until I say that word, he's not showing up.
It's not the word, it's the intent.
No, but I'm just
Oh.
saying that, like, if I don't feel that feeling or say that word, I can dance around this for a bit. All right, does everybody have themselves cleaned up before?
Christopher looks amused.
I'm just gonna look down at the vague mesh you thing of I'm good.
I haven't put on my jacket yet.
Anything anybody wants to talk about that clearly the prime of Virus wouldn't say at all? You know, anything you want to air really quick?
Oh, Demon Killer wants the shuttle.
They can have it as soon as we're done with it, as far as I'm concerned. But that's up to you guys, I guess.
I have concerns.
Are they bigger than the Dreamer waking up and Morgani fusing
No,
into some
it's-
sort of massive
It's
beast?
still fair to say what are the concerns, though.
He may derail the future with a food empire.
I mean, you're already on track to do this anyway.
We're kind of
Yeah,
derailing
we're-
everything.
And always has
rewriting-
been.
Wait,
No, I mean derail our derailment.
is it better than Carrick's food?
Don't know if he can derail a traveler.
Well, I wouldn't say it's better, but he's got food from our future.
Okay.
Do you still have some of that
Faith.
burrito?
What's that?
Do you still have some of that burrito?
Yes.
Lucifer's glancing over at you, just pointing. What, that?
Oh, this is one of the things.
The burrito?
Corvus is getting up, pulling Faith out of his holster. All right.
Does he
I'll
have
go
the
deal with
magic
it.
chocolate bars? Wait,
Get,
what?
Not
get your butt
murder
back down.
Keller.
As a note, going to get the spark will put us close to the last place we knew where Puriel was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
on top of the mountain with all
Well-
the fancy stuff.
Yes.
Oh, is that actually you're ready?
That was
I
me.
think I am.
He holsters the gun. Sure.
He just sort of like closes his eyes, leans his head down, hands crossed together, and
Hey,
then
Corvus, come on down.
Way around.
Probably should have left a note.
stepping into the room is
Okay, it is going this way.
Miris and Imor. Oh, and Ilan.
Didn't expect all three.
What?
How y'all doing?
Lucifer, you said Miris. There's more.
I did not say only.
Point.
You know how when a cocktail
Finger
gets really
guns.
happy and wants to get something,
Uh-huh.
the wings do that thing. Gifted is
Your wings.
because her wings are doing
Flexing out.
so bad. Do that little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Did you turn back into pseudo track?
No, I'm
sound like-
I'm little angel gifted, so I've got my little wings.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey.
See all of you.
Miris sort of waves. Ilan actually is walking straight over to you, Gifton.
Gifted is slamming into Illid.
He's like hands come up to cradle you a bit. And it's just, how are you doing? Are you okay?
You missed you so much. Oh, I missed you so much. Your tree's really pretty still.
Imor is just smiling a little bit as he watches his his sibling give you that affection, and
Things you want to see. The god of death.
Yeah, right. That's
Got him
unsettling.
just smiling, yeah.
mhm. And Miris just sort of like leans against the wall near the doorway, just gesturing at Imor, who sighs a little and goes, "I bring a gift.
No.
You're dealing with a beloved child of mine, and I ask that you try to reason with her, but I also accept that it may not be possible. But that eventuality, if each of you would step forward with your chosen weapons.
With our what?
Chosen weapons.
One of us has a problem.
One of us.
You can step forward with your fists.
If
Yeah.
got
You have-
extra
you have
speed
two
on that,
hands.
and I'm gonna flit over to
You got
Imor
these.
and hold out my bow. I'm doing that
God.
really awkward fly in place thing.
He just like holds his hand out for you to settle on.
I'll
Just
sit
a
down.
bunch too
I'm
bob
gonna give a
down.
thumb hug while I'm there.
He lets you do that.
Yep.
And he takes your bow from you and gently holding it between two fingers, and then suddenly it's full sized.
Oh.
Well, that's going to be a problem.
Whoops.
And he gently sets you down, Gifton, as apparently in these two hands.
Yep.
And then very gently brushes a finger along your bow and seems to scribe something invisibly into it. And after a moment, there is the faint symbol of a small, shimmering silver sickle added to the bow's adornment. And then he picks it back up. It shrinks back down in his grasp as if he's in fact controlling that.
Mhm.
And he holds it to you.
I'll flip back up, take it again. Thank you.
And then he looks to who's going to step next.
Whatever.
Archie will step up and do the
Something
awkward
diabolical
better
for
arms
the
thing.
Yeah, it gives you a bemused little look, although you can tell there is no real amusement in it. There is sadness in his eyes as he brings his hands together, cupped, and with a sort of gentle squeeze, opens them up, and there is a ring which he holds out to you.
Arjun daily take the ring, look at her hand, and slip it on her right. Wedding rings on the other hand.
Corvus will stand up, yes. Unholster the 2 revolvers and butt handle facing the Moor.
Right. He'll take one from you, looks it over as if somewhat curious, and then into the butt of it. He
Accidentally carries. Corvus rolling a new character.
inlays a silver sickle, hands it back to you, and then does so with the other one. And he doesn't hand that back to you straight away. Instead, he sort of looks at you, Corvus, and in a word that only you can hear, just magical god powers.
Right.
He says to you, "You've carried death for a long time. Now you will do so quite literally. Take great care."
He accidentally shoots himself in the foot, putting it in the holster.
Kiss
At-
foot doctor.
At her end,
Corvus.
I am tasking you with giving her comfort.
Corvus will nod, or sort of not nod, but nod and then bowing a bit.
Yeah.
And opening his hands up for the holsters again.
He hands them over to you and just says, "As for your prayers, the path is your own. I show you only my favor." And he steps back from you.
Of course, we'll turn, holster, and go back to Echo.
He specifically said weapons, correct?
Oh, you did see what happened with Archie.
Yeah.
Carrick's gonna walk forward and he's gonna take off his insignia of the claws.
Hmm.
It's already a piece of jewelry that works like the ring that was given, so
He looks at it and nods his head and goes, "Hopefully, my dear sister does not begrudge me interfering with holy objects." And he'll take that insignia and just traces his finger along it, hands it back to you, and there is that silver sickle.
I'm gonna give him a bow and step back as I put it back on. Where did I put it?
I leave to tell Dan Cassie.
Yep, I was about to talk and then I had to yawn for a second there. Yeah, Tilde will bring out his rapier.
He'll
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the rapier, not the 4-pull scimitar.
Sorry, hold on, my brain just went. And we cut her head off.
Yeah, that's the fear that I'm.
Right. He'll take that from you, holding it by the blade. He looks it over briefly, and it looks like he's just looking at the signs he's not familiar with in like proper memory order. Seems curious, and he repeats the gesture, inscribing it on the widest part of the blade, which isn't particularly wide, right near the hilt. A small silver sickle, and then it's held back out to you, hilt first.
Light bow as I take it back.
And then he looks to you, Cassie.
Cass will walk up with wide load.
There's a grim irony to this.
There is, but I'll try not to. I'll try to diffuse it.
I appreciate that. But no, that
I'm having a hard time right now. My volume is randomly going up and down.
oh no. He just says, I understand and I appreciate that you will try to diffuse it, but know that you also have my understanding if worse comes to worse.
Well, we'll try not to let it get to that point.
He just like puts a hand beneath the barrel wide load, letting you hold it, as he inscribes the silver sickle onto the top of the barrel. And he steps back and looks at the group of you. Seemingly regarding Cassie and Gifton in particular, and goes, I very much hope that if you are unable to save her, this will be the last of my children that have to perish. Things are going to change. What happened with you was unfortunate. He's looking at you, Cassie. And Morgani is already spreading your word. He says, looking at you, Gifton. And you're right, she's right. It cannot continue as it is. They deserve better. The deaths aren't on your hands. She looks at you, Cassie. They're on ours. What we ask of them. What we've tasked them to do. And then he just steps back towards the doorway.
Amor,
Yes, my child.
if she approaches us and we try to hash it out, will she know what we carry?
You will. You will see that I have granted you the means to defend yourselves and to be her end.
I hope it does not have to come to that.
Even if she hates me. As long as she lives, I will be thankful.
We would do everything in our power to.
Hmm.
May I have Faithless back?
You wish
I
to-
guess that's directed at Court. Is that who's that directed at? How would I actually know who is faithless?
I am asking the gods. I returned it with the rest of the items into the vault.
Marissa tilts her head, mask canting to the side. Ilan actually frowning a bit and going, you want to carry that again? What is your intent?
Yeah. I may clip her.
Ilan actually looks to Imor when you say that, who Imor looks down as if sorrowful at even that thought, and before just slowly nodding his head. I'll have it brought to you, Ilan says.
Thank you. I do not intend to keep it.
And Ilan doesn't seem to be there to grant any boons or such. He simply moves over to his brother as if in support, putting an arm around him. Miris, on the other hand, now sort of straightens up from the wall and comes on over, looking as if they're going to continue the pantomime before they actually reach up, lower their hood, and slip their mask off.
Oh, great. It's gifted again.
No, it's not actually.
Oh.
Who do we see today?
You see today the guise of Raziel. Your James.
Okay, thank you for saying
Yes.
Because I was thinking the little kid. I'm like,
The little kid.
that face does not work on that body.
I mean, that would make it funny, really.
Right.
Do we have Raj with us?
No.
Okay.
Figure a familiar face would be comforting. Or disconcerting. Either works.
I kind of think he'd be vaguely upset about that.
He's not here, so
That still stands.
maybe.
No, I can't go stealing her fair face all the time.
I don't mind
Marcus
sharing.
groans.
That's very sweet of you. I will remember that.
Mhm.
So, want something to potentially kill a wayward first? Quite easily.
Which one is it?
Well, I'm thinking that there are at least 3 of them that might turn around on us. One guaranteed, I'm sure. We've dealt with the physical before, but it hurts, and it will have company.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I want.
One key problem. If I grant you such a boon, I can try to hide it to the best of my ability, and I am good. But the Keeper of Secrets, he sort of waves his hand as if unsure. He might see.
I cannot accept.
Not worth the risk, or from a moral point.
I made an oath to Morgani. I would not harm and act, deed, or plan against her children such a way. I could not.
That is, we all
That
did.
that was
I did.
my pact. I don't know what everyone else was, but mine was very tight.
See? I told you.
You should-
He says. And Morgani. Decloaks.
It's actually Raz. No.
Morgani is, looks at you, Gifton, and actually, like, bows her head rather deeply.
Mhm.
Which, from her, is a massive show of respect.
Gifted is actually like gives a startled, like not just Morgani showing up, but the head bow from her is just like I feel
Feels as
danger.
if I was
I'm
thinking,
in
what?
danger.
I'm surprised you react to pseudo dragon form. Hi,
I
safety and dragon.
safety and dragon.
I
form.
don't. And she's actually speaking now. And she actually says with some sadness, I don't think magical is being.
Yeah, mental.
Mental, rather, yeah. I don't think the mental is being truthful with me.
Is she pursuing this Tiamat project?
I think it's.
Did she tell you what Tiamat was?
I don't know the particulars, but she looks Tamiris. Some parts have been explained to me, and her plans just don't add up.
Well,
I don't think that you only need them to make this right. I think you will
We've-
need them, but I don't think you need them the way they think they should fix you.
we think you need them as a family.
He gives you a confused look.
As can fuck it. Gonna look over Gifton. I don't know the best way to explain the first half.
They're already my family.
You need them to help you grieve, not to fix your mind.
Help me grieve.
We think part of everything is you needing to finally say goodbye.
Your grief to Lulasil is what's driving you mad. The connection you made, it's latched on to that. We need to let her go.
I'm not grieving.
No, you're not
This is
planning to save her. That's what you're
nonsense.
planning. But you still need them.
Hopefully they have a better plan than this. But I'll leave you to sort it out. And she sort of snaps at Miris as she is actually just turning and leaving. And Miris just like carts his head as he watches her go. And looks over to you and goes, doesn't like that, does she?
No.
She doesn't like anything.
No, she does like some things.
She's actually quite sweet if you bring her a new book.
She
Oh,
did seem to
books.
like our secrets too.
She does
Maybe
like
she wants
this.
one of my romance novels I brought. They're really good.
Well, maybe. But
This one says supple in the first page.
I think you're trying to...
title.
Is it followed by bosoms? It tends to be.
buttocks,
No.
actually.
Actually, it's buttocks.
Wait, who said? Oh, that was Echo. Echo has been reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
has been reading them.
Yeah.
For a second there, I thought it was Lucifer.
Supple and firm behind.
Yes.
No, it's yeah.
Anyway, but
You're trying to share a secret with her that she's keeping from herself, and I think that makes her cranky.
uncomfortable.
Yes.
Oh, that's
I mean,
kind of way to say it.
For who she is, that kind of makes sense, yeah.
It would be you that would understand when somebody's lying to themselves, right?
Oh, quite naturally.
I'm sorry.
The problem is we still have to get her to
Yes.
see it.
You need to think about how you're going to approach it, how you're going to talk to her.
Not it.
Can I
Uh,
claim not it?
No, I mean, Argie's was the most obvious thing I've ever heard, but...
Am I going to have to be it?
I want you to be it.
Hey, Telday, can you channel like the interrogation stuff that you did to talk to her instead?
I mean, honestly, I think you would be a good counselor.
I
What if
don't
I
know if
actually
interrogating.
Oh,
turn
no.
in-
Turn
what if I
there.
turn into a
anger?
turn into a pseudo dragon first and then talk to her about it? She likes pseudo dragons,
He,
right?
he actually sort of glances up briefly as if pondering that idea and goes, as ridiculous as it sounds, it might actually help.
Hey, Dingus, you want a job?
Mimi?
I think he would be distracted from the.
Yeah.
You're getting flashes of cheer up, pretty lady.
Yep.
Yeah.
He might.
He bobs his head happily.
He would be very on task for this.
Probably not in the right
He's
direction we're trying to, though.
He's actually gonna
Uh,
he's actually gonna be needed by her more
okay.
more than Oh.
You think that's the whole part of what we have learned about them?
You look like you're having a thought and it's hurting you. What?
Think
That happens a
this
lot.
needs the spark.
What?
So we just
What are you-
we were using.
The spark is going to be
There's-
used, Gifted. It's going to be consumed.
No one's ever
Yes.
said consumed.
Yes. No. I know what she's going on about. It's a possible timeline.
I'm sorry
Thing.
to like not bring you in on this, Mirisibor and Illid, but
Please,
we found
I
out
want to
from-
learn.
You wanna know about this?
Give me your
Right?
shocking revelations.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure.
Oh wait, you know all this shit.
Yes.
Never
Give it.
mind. Nope. I'm done.
Please. It fuels me, the
Two over
drama.
the top, Mirrors. Two over the top.
What? You don't like the way I'm covering my own ignorance by pretending I'm in the know? By feigning
God, he's-
ignorance?
God, he's become.
The
He's
hand
become
gestures
Kirk.
seem unnecessary.
Okay,
turned to
so
Kirk.
I guess we're back to First Dragons first or Spark.
What?
The
What?
fucking-
This is anticlimactic. And Miris is actually getting up in a huff.
what? You already like apparently know about it, so you probably already told
Mirrors-
everybody else.
Mirrors
about
actually rolls round, and for the briefest second, that is not James's face.
it.
It's not your face. It's a little like yours.
Uh,
A little more masculine. And you actually get to hear them hiss, "I don't know anything."
well, the freaking traveler told us that in one of the good timelines where everything went okay, Dingus and Morgani hook up.
Not
Because Dingus becomes the god. What the fuck? Bahamut?
Bahamut was the
I don't think you've ever actually seen Imor and Ilan look disturbed.
Yeah, another dragon god.
But Dingus
up with
is
the
The dragon god part is not what is troubling me, Ilan sort of says.
he becomes her consort.
I think the idea of Morgani falling in love with someone is what's surprising them.
I'll be honest, I think they might just be surprised and
And
Mirror
they-
can
in
make it
that
doesn't go
ti-
anywhere.
In that timeline, Morgani's
Timelines.
in those timelines, Morgani and her kids and everybody's okay. And
Sometimes.
Dingus and Morgani have a relationship.
Sometimes.
Yes. Yes, I know, sweetie. You're really excited about this.
That head is whirling.
Remember, there was sometimes they have relationships. Sometimes it's
Sometimes he
Not
is just
good.
the balancing point to
Yes.
her if she is Tiamat.
yes.
And I can't think of how Dingus becomes a god. So, because I don't know how people become
can-
gods.
Honestly say, and I don't say honestly often, well I do, but it's not often honest, but this one is. Hadn't considered that one.
I don't think
So-
anybody had until we learned from
You haven't
Traveler.
read
If
enough
we
of
give
Lipton's
Dingus
books.
the spark of Lullasil and we channel the energy from the Lullasil thing into Dingus, maybe he will become better
The big honking dragon.
than any expectation of a mortal could be, and he will ascend.
It still
So
doesn't
we
solve
should
the
be
Unfortunately,
another god
this is-
to be consort.
punctuated awfully by the fact that he is flashing rather dirty images.
Okay, Dingus, stop. Dingus, stop.
What? Oh no, Echo's
Oh
seeing
my.
this too.
Oh, no, everyone's seeing that.
It's so loud.
Dingus is so loud right now.
But
I
Alright,
think
but-
Morgani's even hearing it.
how?
As far away she is.
Okay,
He's shouting
So-
it. Fuck
so
that.
Dingus becomes Bahamut or whatever, and
Yes.
and then stabilizes Morgani in the fact that the Dreamer then
Because Dingus is closer to Morgani than I would have been if I tried to channel it in. So,
Oh.
because
Don't
he's a
think
dragon.
Morgani's going to simply be stabilized by a new god hitting on her.
No, it's more than that. I think that, like, she can see something beautiful being born from her love and her grief with. Oh, I don't.
I think
I'm
the
sorry,
idea
I'm
is-
speaking in poetics, and that's probably
think
really
the idea
dumb.
No,
is
that's right.
that-
That's right. Correct. This is right. Echoes actually looks a little pained right now.
It's a new beginning on something that she could start truly on. She already kind of likes Dingus because he's sweet and he's kind of got this connection to the Feywild she doesn't understand, and that's. I'm sorry, Carrick, you don't really have that same connection as a dragon, but I don't think there's any dragon in existence that has the connection Dingus has. He is a
Corvus-
bridge.
Corvus would have separated himself from this conversation to focus on what's troubling Echo.
She's just like sitting at the table, like holding her head. She'll
Just Dingus. Or
No,
something else?
no, it's trying to make heads and tails of one feeling.
I just feel like if Dingus is a bridge between Morgani and Lullasil, and it would help fix the grief, but also fix the melding that Morgani forced herself to start to do, right? And then Morgani could be okay. And then she could just focus on her and her kids with Dingus. With some
I
be a papa.
I think what you are trying to think of is that she'd be something to help with the grief, but I think she still has to say goodbye no matter what.
Lucifer's actually like looking like he wants to pipe up, but he's looking over at Miris, who excuse.
Lucy, you should talk.
Please, my child, add to this.
If we're allowed, you're certainly allowed.
Yeah, we really listen. They're let the Fae talk. Yeah.
Not to disrupt the grand plan, he says looking at Miris, but I mean there isn't really a grand plan, right?
There is no plan.
We're talking
just
about this
grabbing
as
at
if,
straws.
but we're talking about this as if there is the correct answer to find, rather than just all of the things that can help.
That
Yeah.
thing is
Yes.
Then-
but the spark is finite, so we
Then surely
have to
we
figure out
just
what to do.
use the spark to create these anchors or whatever first, and if there's something left,
Give it to Dingus.
or whatever you
Yeah, that's a good
decide.
idea.
We know the anchors. Please tell me we do know the anchors are necessary. Like, we have one solid thing, right?
I mean,
Right?
technically, technically, my anchors are already starting to form anyway. They're gonna happen with time in the Feywild. I'm jerking my fingers over my thumb over at Maris. Maris was actually making the anchor without
Yes, the anchors are
anybody.
quite necessary. Like,
We don't technically need the spark for the anchors, right?
if we're doing this like
Yeah.
now and rapidly without all of my other plans going through, they're going to need some oomph. But it shouldn't take all of.
Basically, they need
Speaking as
fertilizer.
somebody that the memories of separating that from oneself, shouldn't need all of it. It's more like using it to imbue rather than consuming it.
Okay, well, we can do that. I mean, and there's also like a whole bunch of energy pooled. Well, there was a whole bunch of. I don't know how this works. There's a bunch of energy pooled up. I know with the body. But yeah, we make sure the anchors work. We try this, and then we throw things against the wall and hope it works. Yeah, do you have the
Just
anchors?
rub this.
Like what you need to imbue them with? You have them ready?
Mostly, yes.
Okay, so
Huh?
we still have to go get the spark.
I think the spark is the first plan.
Okay, so Dinky, when you're a god someday, remember your mom and that you love her very much. Okay, I'm gonna give you a kiss on the head.
You get like slurp,
Yep.
preening hair,
Yep. This is what I
trying
think
to
gods
steal
are
your
now.
ribbon.
No, my ribbon. Okay, so yeah, we're on board with we should go get the spark.
Sparkfest,
Well,
most certainly.
Spark first, anchors. Goodbye, moon. Something. I don't know.
Well, don't say that. You're gonna have Morgani mad at us again.
I don't want Morgani to be mad at me. I'm trying to make Morgani not mad at me, but I'm
Well,
really
the
kind of
moon
sick
is
of
like
this
our
going in
sacred
circles.
Spot.
Oh, there's no reason. The moon we don't have to worry about.
Listen, Dingus
this
is going to be
time.
all up in her sacred spot.
Oh my.
All right. So let's get this going.
Alright,
Not a combination of words I expect me here by the end of the day, but fair.
Mirisa smiles a little
I
bit,
blasphemed really hard right then.
and Ilan just shakes his head as he goes, would you like a quick trip to the Feywild?
Why the Feywild?
You're going to Brest, right?
Oh yeah, that would help us get to Brast.
I just worry about depositing you there.
Well,
directly,
yeah,
as it's rather loud. Like, on a defined aspect, she might see.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we can go from the Feywild there. I'm gonna flap over and give Ilse a big hug.
He sort of gently pats you.
Maris, you need to come by more often. The babies are kicking.
Lucifer's also looking at you, Gifton.
Hmm?
And then he just smiles a little sadly. And actually, yeah, you will hear on Angel Radio. Remember, no forgiveness, but when you're ready.
I'll nod to Lucy.
And with that, despite being in this little demi-plane, gods don't give no shits. Iden is going to forcibly grow a lovely tree in the middle of this room. And
Mirians are going to be so
yeah,
happy.
basically he is resurrecting some of the planks here.
Gosh.
So that means we
I
can
don't think that's supposed to happen.
These are
Gods don't care.
I'll make another apology tomorrow.
No, I think
sorry
the gods
about the
have to
mini
apologize
forest
after
in the
this.
kitchen.
Hopefully they're fruit trees and they can help with more food.
Don't need food. They're for Marians.
They've got food for us.
He's going to finish growing the tree, and it looks like there is like a carved-in entryways into it, like a portal.
Oh.
It goes straight into like this wood immediately there. There's just a shape suggested of it, and he's going to look at you and go, "There will be a matching one to return by. Meldrin Drastanil. Remember that."
Drastanil?
Can you write that down so we can actually, because I
Doot.
put that in my notes.
Meldrin Drastanil.
I was like, while they're doing that, RG is actually going to sidle over to Miris and go, "Hey, so you know, easier to do plan stuff if you. This self is a little bit easier to deal with than the whole pretending you have great plans and machinations for everything. Appreciate it."
He just smiles at you.
But it's all part of the plan.
Yeah, this is just the latest form of manipulation.
That
That's
just
the
sounded
other thing.
a
Yeah,
little
you see that sort of thing. That's the problem. Combine what she's doing.
He just spreads his arms out theatrically and goes, "It's my nature."
I mean,
By the way,
kind of-
speaking of
that's
nature-
fair.
You?
By the way, I made a nature check to see if what tree this is.
I mean, it's in my nature to hit stuff.
I rolled a 17, so I don't actually know if I can tell.
Yeah,
Damn, I missed you too.
no. You just get a sort of like a smile from him more. When Iden said those words, by the way, the portal activated on the tree.
Meldrin Drastanil.
The portal turns off.
Meldrin Drastanil.
It turns on.
So let's not say it while someone's walking through.
So you got a phrase.
I'm gonna make a place in the Feywild that goes to this tree.
It's a good thing.
Wait,
that it
isn't that
wasn't
what
linked
this
to
is
cloud
going
Which
instead.
this is a really old form of Elven, but I think some of you have that. It basically means safe passage.
Isn't this lead to the Feywild?
It does.
No, but I want to have a place on the other side.
Weren't we told there was one on the other side? Isn't that what he just...
Oh.
Out of
Yeah,
Yeah,
curiosity,
there's another one on the other side. There's a tree like this in the Feywild, so that you guys can come back and
I just
forth.
want to take over that territory. Is all I'm talking
Okay.
It's hers now.
about.
I
I
thought
have
you
gone through the
meant
door. Bye, even everybody. Bye bye. Me and Jinx fly through.
Carrick's gonna step through.
Yep, RG was written.
As you all step through into the Barasian Feywild once more, that is where we're going to bring an end to this session.
Was gonna see what Elka was wanting to do. Is she
She's-
coming? Or she's
Oh,
staying?
she's going to stay.
Yeah.
Gonna stay.
Do you want to drag her to the Puriel
No,
fight?
No.
If she goes, it will be double the trouble.
I know.
Yeah.
But what if she stays? Hang on.
Okay,
Well,
she's-
there will be trouble, but it happens much.
Right. Everybody take 3,000 experience points.
Yay.
Everybody take a point of chosen piety.
Yay.
And we will do this same time next week.
Yay.
Piety, the void.
I've been pronouncing it as Piety.
Are we done streaming?